Hi, everybody that's in here. I'm just gonna get started real quick, and I'm gonna get back in the bed. Um, I think back last year, because I'm just gonna post it so they can watch it later. Last year, I think back in August, I peeped something on bloggers. Hey, Eddie, Angela, Lisa, 100. I'm just on here, just gonna say this like really, really fast. Um, Last year I peeped game on something, and this is about the money. I don't want to. I just said I wasn't gonna talk about it, but because I received a phone call and because I've been having people look into it for a while. Um, and I'm getting information in, and then plus we're still working on this situation because one thing about it, hi vet, Eddie. One thing about it, I do not like for people to scam, you know, other people for their hard work and money, and then you have people that's on low income that's actually using their money to think that they're helping someone, and they're actually not. Hi everybody that's coming in. I'm just speaking real quick here. Um, but I received the phone call. They're still looking into this fragile thing with Robert, and people that's running around here using R.Kelly'S brand to receive money. And this has been going on with Robert like almost from his teenage life. People has been who am I referring to? I already know. I'm referring to whenever the information come out and all the facts come out, you will know who I'm talking about, and I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm talking about. And I did a video back last year about it, and I caught the person posting this PayPal information, but I guess they forgot that they had a second PayPal information on there, and then it was different from the one that Anton had posted on his Twitter. What you talking about? I didn't take nobody rich. Everybody, I can't even see on my on this app here. So let me see, what are you talking about over here? Done. K. Let me go on here and see before my phone die. I did not take any rent. I did take one. And I'm not gonna lie about that. That's Sid Boo. How, because he was talking about me and how he was talking about me, and I'm not that type of person. I don't roll that way. I try to keep the peace, but there's one thing I'm not gonna do: kiss no ass. Um, I didn't take the wrench. Let me see what's going on with that. But let me continue to talk though. I just want to warn you guys, there's so many people using Robert's name for their money gain. And with this here, there's a lot of investigations going on because there's so many that's doing it. So I just want you guys to know, in here for Dana. I know. I'm not going to be distracted. I'm not going to let people distract me. And let me tell you something. Don't even feed their that energy. It's just to protect the people. And that's one thing. I have nothing against no one, but when a person is trying to do dirt and trying to scheme and scam off somebody else's downfall, I don't like that. And last year I did a video about it, and I called these people out. So when I called these people out, all of a sudden that video was taken down real fast. So when that happened, it was a red flag, and I threw hints. I was throwing hints at people, letting people know, look, use your common sense, because people kept calling me about these money situations. I'm like, if you have a bad feeling in your gut, just don't do it. But I'm always the type of person, I like facts and information, and have the information in hand. Okay, I'm also working with the PayPal, and they're going to break it down for me so I can break it down to you guys. So if anybody need information and demanding information, I'm going to show you how PayPal actually do their processes, for paperwork. Like, hi April, come on, Texas. I don't move for no man. I am grown. Okay, I'm not saying that, Dom K. I'm just saying I don't know about that, the wrenches and all that kind of stuff. I just know how to add people on and stuff like that. And I'm on another app right now, so I can't add you on. But I am the type of person, I don't all that foolery. It doesn't make any sense. Y'all people can follow whoever they want to follow, but just follow common sense as well, and don't let nobody make a fool out of you. But I did this video and it was snatched down because I called these people out on what they were doing with the scamming. And so with that, I said, let me look into this. So I've been looking into it for a while. And so, I guess, God bring things out, a little bit at a time, right? And I did a video a while back too, calling out people. And so I'm wondering, like, why my videos being taken down? So these people are being investigated, you guys. And if they don't stop the madness, they're gonna go to jail. They're gonna go to jail. So it's being looked into. I'm just not even gonna say nothing. People corner as hell. Oh Lord, honey, we all we trying to do is try to free a man and stuff like that, and and trying to and teach black people, people of color, stop scheming and scamming your own. We already have enough people that's trying to take us down and take from us and try to keep us down and try to keep us from gaining. So fraud, being a fraud, it don't rock with me like that, because I called the op out on how he frauded people to get him some help for his legal troubles. He lied and used these people, and people work hard for their money. And so anyway, but what I was saying here, I have some information that's going to be coming up real soon, you guys. So as with your money, just in this hard times right now with this pandemic going on, hold on to your money. Okay. And if you feel like you want to do something to help someone or help Robert, send it directly to Robert. It's just been a whole lot going on, and I didn't speak out on it a lot, because once I did, when I spoke out about it last year in August, when my information was taken down from YouTube, and I'm like, why? Who called in? Why would they want this down? Why they don't want nobody to know? Because I wanted people to see it was just some scheming and scamming. It's just like using common sense here. Use your common sense, and yeah, he can send whoever he wants in, but when I get information, it's just gonna come out. If it's gonna help somebody, I'm gonna send it out. I'm just not gonna call nobody's name, because I'm not trying to when you water wild plants, they grow. You don't want that to grow, so I don't say the name. So I don't have time for that demonicness, but I just want you guys to be careful. Hi, Secret Sauce. Well, sis, run from cover, because I sense a live coming within a couple of hours. Okay, let it come. Let it come. I'm just letting you guys know this. It's been looked into. It's being looked into, and we've been working on this for a while. But I did get information to say, well, let these people know to stop it. To stop. because I think I showed him like 4 different PayPals, different links. Okay, so they still working on it, and I just want you guys to just use your common sense. I want you guys to not be, watch for these scammers, because when I spoke to this person, they said that a lot of people actually going in and using the brand R. Kelly to get money, and this money is doing nothing for Robert Sylvester Kelly. It's actually going into their pocket, and these people get mad. So if they're getting mad and they say they the receipt man, they down for this and that. So what's wrong with what's wrong with with that? You know what I'm saying? You know, giving people receipts. What's wrong with giving people receipts and showing this? So for you guys, for your benefits, whoever sent money, I'm working on this. I'm gonna have them to break it down, how you can get the paperwork for, oh Lord. Anyway, so I'm gonna have I'm being distracted by these text messages. I don't know. I'm gonna look on there and stuff like that, but I'm gonna tell you, so I don't deal with troublemakers and stuff like that, baby. I'm not the one. I'm too grown for that. But I'm feeling a little better, but I'm just gonna I'm finna say this and play my little intro, and I'm going back to bed so I can fully recover. But I received a phone call. They're still working on it. They see fraud in it and stuff like that. And people, if they don't believe me, they can go back and watch a video. I can put one of my links back there, and I tried to get the video that I did post last year about the fragile information that was being posted about PayPal's and stuff, because I was curious. And then when my visions and vibes showed me stuff, then I moved forward on that. But now he's letting me know these accounts are fraud. It's fraud. And me, I'm not a troublemaker, but I'm not going to sit here and allow anyone to sit here and take off the name of um, Robert Sylvester Kelly, his brand, to live. If they want people to donate to them, just be straight up and say, hey, give to my channel. Hey, they ask for everything else. Just be straight up. Don't use Robert's name, because his fans really love him and compassionate on Robert's situation, and people feeding off of that. They feeding off y'all compassion and love and caring. Passionate gangster. I'm working on this, and you saying, does the attorneys see fraud in this here? Anyway, like I said, um they found fraud, and it will come out. It's gonna come out. We're still working on it, and it's a lot because you got people from overseas sending money. Okay, so that's difficult because they're overseas, and it's gonna be hard for the people overseas to fight for their money back, because it happened here in the United States. Okay, and we're working on a whole lot of different things here. It's a whole lot because it's difficult. One second, y'all. And I want to tell my mods, I'm gonna tell you this: I do not delete nobody's stuff off here. Okay, I do not delete anyone. Thank you, Rising. And I'm just here to tell you that. So I don't need nobody questioning me, because when I do stuff, I try to bring facts and things like that. We're still working on it. I'm just giving you the little information. So I'm just giving y'all a little information here to help you guys with this here. It's called common sense. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't play no games. I'm too grown. I wasn't in kindergarten. When I was a child, I wasn't playing them games. That's what y'all don't be a follower, be a leader. That's what you need to do. Follow yourself. Follow yourself. Don't you be following, because I don't follow nobody. I don't follow anyone. I'm just letting you guys know. Watch this fraud, okay? It's a lot of frauds out there. Hey, J Rod, they should have been started. This should have been started when people started asking for donations. I'm not talking. I'm telling you, Campbell. I called it out. I called it out. I've been saying this. I guess because at that time I didn't have a lot of followers. And I've been calling this out. Hi, Riri. And I've been calling this out. And I've been calling this out. And if y'all think I'm lying, if you think I'm lying, you guys can go and speak to Sugar and Spice, because she saw the video that I posted, and they took it. If I took one done, if I took it from you, I would say I took it. So you on here trying to stop me from saying what I'm saying, trying to come in here because you fuck with Dana for fucking one. I'm gonna go and say it because you trying to fuck with me now, and I'm gonna let you know something. I don't play them fucking goddamn games. I don't play them games. You still, and I just told you, I said, let me say what I'm saying, and I look into that. Because if I take some, goddamn it, I take it. Because I ain't scared of no motherfucking body. I'm a full grown ass woman that take care of herself. Okay, so I'm trying to talk business here, and I don't have time for the bullshit. I don't have time for it. Okay, I'm trying to heal, and I don't have time for the bullshit. It's a lot of. I think it was two more people that came in and asked about their wrench, what happened to it, and they got it back. But I haven't seen you in a while anyway. And I'm like, okay, he hangs with Dana J. So then Dana J said, if y'all fuck with me, y'all can't fuck with Texas Black Diamond. And if y'all fuck with Texas Black Diamond, don't fuck with me. So I haven't seen you in a while. Okay. So I know it was just a question you asked it one time, and I answered you, and then you should have just left it alone, because I don't play them motherfucking games. I don't play fucking games. I don't. This is not a fucking game. And these grown ass people need to stop playing fucking games. And then when you fucking with people money, listen, if you go and pay attention to it, why a lot of motherfuckers is in jail and in prison and serving federal time, it's behind money. It's behind a money game. It's behind a money game. And if for a man that said that they working for somebody or advocating for someone and trying to divide everybody, trying to keep people from advocating for Robert, that's fucked up too. And I'm just telling you guys, I'm letting you know they give me details by details by details. Okay, that's what they giving me, details by details by details on what they're working on. It's a process. Okay, I just tell you, and I'm gonna just goddamn it go and tell you, I'm working. I have an investigator, and because all this stuff going on with this coronavirus and stuff, he even talking about they dealing with the coronavirus. And people scheming and scamming with the coronavirus now. You got people saying, give me your checking account number, give me your credit card number and social security number. We're going to put money on your card to help you. Because this is what people do. They attack and they steal and scheme and scam out people when they're vulnerable. And people want to feel like they want to help Robert, but how we gonna do this? And then you got people that they don't have sense enough to sit around. If a person can use their brain to sit around all day and figure out a damn way to scheme and scam somebody, they can sit there and come up with ideas on how to become entrepreneurs and do better things in their lives, but other than scamming, you know. So I don't need nobody to come and come and question me. Um 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 anyway, I don't need nobody to come and question me. So why are we fighting so hard about the PayPal and things like that? Y'all mail y'all money. Just mail it. Just mail it. Just mail if y'all want to. You know, just mail your money and things like that. But I'm just letting y'all know I don't go in and mess with stuff unless I get facts and information. The people that's been rocking with me been knowing this for the longer. And if what did you talk? What about Greenberg? What about Greenberg? I'm like I said, it's too many accounts up under that one supposed to be phrase, and that's what we're looking at. I'm helping people out because they asked me to with their money, because I got sense enough not to be no fool. Well, y'all listen to it. That's y'all money, passionate gangster. Y'all give it to whoever y'all want to. Y'all give it to whoever. So no, I'm not in the wrong for no bullshit. It's 12:24, so it's not too early for no bullshit. I just want everybody to know that these people are letting us know. Anyway, I'm just letting you guys know this is being investigated. You have a lot of different accounts up under this thing. So I just want you guys to know to use your minds wisely and be careful with how you guys do things and stuff like that. So y'all give them people y'all money. All the people that's on here, and I just noticed. I noticed. I just noticed. I'm looking at the chat and I noticed the names, and I noticed how y'all coming real hard attacking about money, but I don't see y'all attacking these damn people, alleged accusers that's trying to lock Robert up for life. And I already know what this is, and I already know what it's about, but I'm gonna get 100% proof. And Doug Anton, he is not gonna get himself locked up behind. He's not gonna get himself locked up behind dealing with when wait a minute, when did he say is legit? At first he didn't. Greenberg didn't say that, because Greenberg I'm specifically, I know what Greenberg said. He said that they're not allowed to take money from nobody. They're not allowed to advocate for no money. They're not allowed to do that because they will lose their license. Now, if you say, well, I want, as a follower or supporter, if you say, well, I want to donate some money, amen, from Doug said that, okay, child, well, give them y'all money. I'm telling y'all what's going on, what's going down. So I don't need him to send people over here trying to convince nobody otherwise. He didn't say anything about no PayPal or anything like that, and stuff like that. I'm not giving anything until this is. Yeah, well, that's the thing. This don't, because it's people are being railroad, and I'm telling you, that man Greenberg is not going to lose his license. They're not gonna they're not gonna lose their license and things like that. Anton don't know a lot of stuff that's going on, and once we get all the information together, it's gonna be sent to him. You know, with all these different accounts, hashtag // PayPal accounts. Okay. Once we get all that stuff together, we're gonna send it to them, you know. And this is not me, because I'm not stupid enough to send my money to no third party. But you have a lot of people that's giving up a lot of money, and they've been calling me and they've been calling me and they've been calling me, and it's getting on my nerves. And then my person called me, and they told me it's multiple accounts floating around. Okay. There's multiple accounts. I am. I didn't say you wasn't passionate gangster. I'm just saying I just noticed, like, it's people I have not seen on my channel in a long freaking time. I have not seen them on my channel for a long freaking time. And then when I put warning fraud scandals, R. Kelly brand, you know, certain people start popping up and then trying to distract and stuff like that. My question is, the fund is legit. Why is so many people named attached to this thing? That's what I'm saying. And attorneys are not going to get themselves into that bullshit. And I don't forget nothing that an attorney said. I know for a fact Greenberg stated that. He said he stated that. You know, I think it was matter of fact, one blogger posted it a while back. It was a while back when she posted what Greenberg said. Greenberg's like, who said that? We didn't ask for no money. We can lose our license. We can get in trouble. You know, so you guys y'all just use the common sense and things like that. And I said it before when it first came out. I'm like, I don't think you guys should hi Johnson, how you doing? I said before, when all these mouths was on it, and somebody tried to call me out because I said, Doug, I said, y'all need to be careful. I said people are getting confused. I said I said it's too many mouths on this. It's over 100 miles on this defense. Doing is saying the law are different in Illinois and New York as far as sending money. However, and the Doug Anton, and this is what I'm telling you guys, what Doug Anton, he emailed me. I'm gonna see if I can find that email again. And matter of fact, I think I had posted up on one of my videos. Doug Anton, he said we're not allowed to promote money. We're not allowed to promote money and stuff. I didn't say you. I said some people. I did not say you. I have not been going against no freaking body. I've been going against bullshit. I go against bullshit. Okay. I go against bullshit. That's what I go against. I go against bullshit. No. I go against bullshit. Okay, I'll check it out, Johnson. I promote the right. Okay, that's what I promote. I don't have time for the bullshit. Until I've been going against him for a while, I don't even mention his goddamn name. I don't mention his fucking name. Okay. I don't have time for people that don't have no growth in nothing. I don't have time for people that don't have nothing good for society. I'm gonna play this, you guys, and I need to answer my phone. I'm gonna play this real quick. Just hold up for a second. I need to take this phone call, but I don't have nothing against nobody, but I got people stuff shit against people that's frying people and stuff. They don't have to push the like button because the people don't like the truth. There and people that's against with fraud and scamming, they don't like the fucking truth. That's the problem. They don't like the truth. I'll be right back. You want to see? I'm gonna let you see. Today, one was locked up in jail. Okay, I'm back. Let me see what the hell. I'm saying the truth and I'm here. Well, that's what needs to be done. But people don't need to be using his name to be scamming. Anonymous chat. What people should do, you should be counseling. But anyway, you guys, just remember that I am working on this. I've been working on it for a while, and once I get the information, because a lot of people want to know where their money is, and if you're collecting somebody's money, if you're collecting someone's money, you need to be able to have their bag up and show these people where their money going. You have all different type of organizations, and they do have paperwork, and they will give you receipts and all that kind of stuff showing you legitimate information for I'll check it, Jasmine. I just came back downstairs. I had to go get my phone. Everybody is well because we don't need for people to get out. They're earning money. Yes, it's people money and people that's mad and upset and saying people trying to fight against them to get money. Like I said, if you want to give money to anybody channel, that's you. But don't use nobody else's name for your gain to gain. Don't do that. And and that's the whole thing about it. When that person from the op reached out to me and they asked me a question, they said, I know you will look this up and stuff, and I know you be concerned about people using people for money, and you have a heart. Can you help? And I could have been like, hell, nuh-uh. I'm not in there, but I did and found out the shit was true because I went to a judge and an attorney. And I had people to look this information up, and it was legit. If people want to donate, let them donate, and they can get their own money investigated. Takes about, and don't let these people get. No, it's not under my skin, but at the same time, it's a lot of people need to realize that this is it's federal. That's federal. When you messing with money like that and it's federal, that's what that is. People can get arrested for dealing like that. Okay, millions and millions of dollars. So my thing, I'm just letting people know that reached out to me. Give to whoever the fuck you want to give to. So if they need y'all to take care of them, just say, I need y'all dumb motherfuckers to take care of me, and don't use Robert's name. Just say I need these dumb motherfuckers to take care of me and stuff. But they probably know that they won't get it like that. But I'm gonna use Robert's name. Just you want to make sure everybody want to make sure their money going to where it's supposed to go. Okay. So I don't need nobody to tell me just leave it alone and stuff like that. But if somebody reaching out and I had over 100 people reach out to me, then I'm like, damn, this must be serious. I'm like, why did y'all do it? Why y'all just didn't use common sense? Why y'all didn't just mail it? You know? So y'all, I mean, y'all just give them, y'all send them, just give them. They got super chats and all that kind of stuff, and they got their PayPal on the screen. Y'all send the money to them like that. Just do it like that, but don't do nothing in honor of Robert Kelly, R.Kelly name. Because if you got receipts, you're gonna show them receipts. How long this money been collected? Expose these accusers. Indictment. Well, we've been wondering why people not. We hear more about this money and these PayPals than people putting out information on these alleged accusers. So now all of a sudden people trying to say, well, we did some digging and something's not right. So now let's leave this alone. Let's leave this alone and just focus back on the accusers. That's what should have been going on from the beginning. Because when this first went down, I knew it was gonna be a problem. Then when I first heard the announcement, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be a problem. Because when you dealing with black folks and their money, it's gonna be a damn problem. Because some black people will kill you over their money. I'm like, this is going to be a problem. You got too many people talking about they came up with an idea when all they had to do is just leave it alone. Because everybody don't have $15 or $20. Just let them send $1. I said that don't make no sense. Why don't send a whole lot of money to the attorney, but send $1 to this here so it can add up? That didn't make sense. I'm like, wait a minute, why just send you $1 and then send them a whole lot of money? That didn't make no sense. Our scheming or fraud sooner or later will be exposed. Bottom line, if they are people who are only about the dollar and not about Frank, that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like I said, way back before I knew any of these bloggers, and when I came on here without knowing these people, I said what I said. I said if I see, and I'm pissed off. I'm calling out the people that was in his camp that's doing fraud. Those people being investigated as well. Right now, I knew Don Russell name was gonna be in here. Don Russell Company is and his mishandling the money and indictment. Okay, what show that proof? Everybody got they gonna mention Don Russell. He ain't in no indictment. Okay, Don's not in no indictment. It's just you. I think people are lying to get folks to follow them. If you're talking about me, baby, if you're talking about me, passionate gangster trying to get people to follow, I don't give a damn who. I don't give a damn who in the hell follow me or don't follow me. I'm not on here to gain for no money gain. Okay. I'm not on here for no money gain. I'm just hoping that it's some people from New York, Minnesota, and Chicago to watch me. And I damn sure I do copy and paste and I send it to the important people. Okay. And things like that. So, and I'm not worried about that as far as people talking about Don. How you doing, Malcolm? I asked him questions myself on platform and DJ both. Hello. And I'm okay. I mean, what now? Love you too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. But it is what it is. And when I came into this fight, and everybody that used Robert and did him wrong, I said I'm going to call them out, and I'm going to do that. I don't give a fuck who they are. Because I guarantee you, if you reach out and all these people that's on here trying to act a fool, thinking they trying to stop me from saying what I'm saying for somebody else, when you down and out and you don't have shit and you need it, call and see if you can get that help. Call and see if you can get that help. See where the humanity's at. See where that's going on or have going on. But I do know for a fact, Don Russell, I know for a fact, Don Russell got his own business. I know that. He got his own business. And now he's been having his business for a long time. I know a lot of stuff about him too, because I have looked into it. I have what straight now. It doesn't matter. I'm just letting people know what the people said. These people are professionals. So I'm just letting people know what the professional said. Just hold back, hold out, hold under, hold on to you on your shit. You don't even know what's gonna go on the next month anyway with this coronavirus and shit like that. People not even working. Business people are laid off because it's coronavirus. Boy, I tell you, our own people. Our own people, we use each other, we bring each other down and everything. Don't never try to give each other a helping hand, and then you have idiots that follow. Okay, it don't you can get on your channel, passionate, talk about all that right there. All that, and he Robert hasn't talked to a lot of people in a while because you got to call them collect, and if you're not on that list, and if they don't have a ability to call him collect, then it is what it is. Okay. Yes, we do the worst, and then everybody bringing one other man. Why y'all trying to bring Don Russell down? Why y'all trying to bring him down? This man, he blocked the rich. I haven't spoken with him either. Thank you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He have if he didn't speak to him, he out advocating for him. He got facts, he real facts, and he bringing out information. He trying to help him, behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, and stuff like that. He ain't trying to get in the limelight and everything. His family got a big business going on and things like that as well. This is not about Don. This is about these PayPals and people being used, especially our elderly people. Especially our elderly people. Y'all, if y'all want to bring facts, y'all got so many facts. Give me some facts about these alleged accused of Faith Rogers, Geronda Pace, and people like that. Let's talk about this. Something that's gonna help Rob. Let's talk about that. Y'all know so much about Don Russell, but can't nobody pop up any information about these alleged accusers to help Robert get out of the situation he in. Only thing we can hear is PayPal and Don Russell. And I guarantee you, I did my research on Mr. Dunn, and Dunn will tell you what I said. I said, I'm after everybody that's been around Robert and did him some harm. And I said, you're not excluded out of this. Do you understand? They're not distracting me, baby, because the devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. And so Don Russell know how hard I'm working. He know how hard I'm working behind the scene. He know I did my research on him too. And he already know. I said, if I find anything about you, Don, I'm going to bust you out too. You understand that, don't you? He went to laugh. He said, I know. He said, do your job. He says a lot of motherfuckers been I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why they don't like him either. Because the only thing I have seen him do was bring out information and stuff. And see, he got shit to prove. See, Don Russell can show shit, actual shit, and stuff like that. And Don Russell was showing, okay, listen, I'm this is what we doing. We trying to do commercials, and he doing a music, he doing a cartoon, singing gospel and stuff like that, and trying to bring more stuff into Robert's life so he can get money, so he can get revenue. At least the man came in with a brain to help bring in revenue, not take revenue. Robert had a whole lot of motherfucking goddamn leeches. Only thing they did was come and eat up his food, take his money, laid up with female, smoking cigar, just taking up the air, in the damn way. So at the end of the day, what music? Ain't no music being released. Go over there and ask your friend why he ain't releasing the receipts. Not know nothing that you go on the computer and release. Go get y'all the information so y'all can go on PayPal and see how this money being distributed and where it's been going to. So, but anyway, so Don, he came in showing Robert, how can we make more money? How can we make more money here? And of course, if you're a businessman, you want your percentage, and things like that. So that's what he did. He was bringing stuff to help him grow, not to take him down, not to plant motherfuckers, put motherfuckers in to try to get them all messed up and stuff, And I've done a lot of research on old dude. And when he came back and to see about Robert, his business was going strong for decades. He got a family business that's going strong right now. And it's sure not off Robert Sylvester Kelly. Okay. But anyway, if y'all got these yeah, well, go over there, tell them to show the actual information, and so we won't have to be going through the hard work trying to get the information up for the people. Go and tell them to give the receipts and show the information. That way, nobody have to go through all this. Wasting people goddamn time. Shit, I don't have time for this shit. Only thing I got time for is to try to get information up. Is to get information up for Robert and to get this information to the alleged to potential jurors, so we can bring down these alleged accusers, so we can try to get this man free. I'm just waiting on you to post the receipts on these PayPals and stuff so these people can stop calling me and wasting my time about their money. That's it. Yeah, I mean, anybody, that's the point. Anybody that's out trying to advocate and do the right thing and help out you can see the people that's helping, you can see the people that's not helping, and things like that. Why would you come in? And the only thing I have seen Don do is try to show information. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He done said his side of the story, and he done explained himself over and over. Only thing he's doing is trying to give us information so we can use the information, so we can, spin it the way we need to spin it, so we can help Robert. You know, so and stuff like that. But those all that stuff that y'all on here talking about, y'all take that to the people pages that y'all talk about this stuff about. We talking about helping Robert and trying to keep people from constantly trying to use this man name and stuff like that. They constantly, people just constantly, to this day, the man is locked up and people still using this man's name to this day. I deal with Don because he gives you information that you need and point you to the right direction so you can get stuff and look into it. Well, this is all a distraction because Don going live tonight. We have to protect his. You know what? He gonna handle himself. As a matter of fact, I'm one of the mods, so I'll be on there tonight too. But this is all a distraction because Don going live. We have to protect his interview. He'll be okay. Cause and I know Trent. Trent is not that type of person. Trent is not gonna go in and let nobody come in there and disturb his thing. And to me, I just see a lot of bullshit. And for people to try to block people that's trying to help, go the fuck over to the circus ass sandbox with the bitch ass. So he got so much y'all ass fuck over there with the bullshit. Done or text it back down and don't owe motherfucking shit. Thank you, baby. Yeah, cause I don't have time for it. I don't. I really don't. But anyway, you guys, I want to make sure. Hey, Gospel Glam, how you doing, sweetheart? We don't have time for the foolery. I'm just giving y'all information. I'm gonna keep putting the information out. As soon as he have time to call me on everything, he's gonna break everything down. And I will have paperwork. I'm not gonna get a piece of paper and put it in front of the screen where y'all can't see it. I'm gonna actually have the link put up and all that information, ID number and everything, so y'all guys can see for yourself, and give you the phone number so you guys can actually call for yourself and things like that. Okay. Shit. Y'all get off here acting a fool about other people other people money. Y'all get off here acting a fool about other people's money. I'm just telling these people, just keep your money in your pocket. If you feel like you want to donate to a person channel or to them personally, go ahead and do that. But hold on to your money right now as far as Robert Sylvester Kelly, the human being that we're fighting for. So, I don't know what's going on in the chat. I don't have time for that. I'm gonna let my mom take care of that over there, because I'm not gonna be distracted and all this kind of crap. We have Trent, Opinionated Network. He's going to be interviewing Don Russell. I don't know how he's gonna do. I'm gonna make a phone call with him so we can see how we gonna handle this here, because we already know that the Bulldogs be out. They attack this man for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know why. Send your email. I'm not trying to protect anyone. I can handle his business. I don't trust anyone. I'll take it in formal discussion, but please stop using. Yeah, you don't. In this day and age, and that's even with me doing business. Period. I don't I don't trust money is valuable. People work hard for their money. You might have people that just sit around and freelance and don't care because people give them money because they didn't work hard for their money. But when you're working hard for your money, you want to know where your money is going. And to keep things in order, we always get out of order because in the end of the day, when Anton gave us an account to mail money, that should have just been left alone. That should have been left alone. It wouldn't have been no big deal. It wouldn't have been no problem. It wouldn't have been all these hands in the cookie jars. It wouldn't be 2 and 3 and 5 accounts and things like that. Just that one account. Okay, and see when shit get out of order, things are being out of order, and we have a big distraction here. But people, like I said, they have every right. That's their right to fight for their money. You know, that's their right to fight for their money and know where their money is going. Any fund, his defense, Levi has spoken and said. That's what I'm saying. Everybody, ask these questions. Damn, we're not getting a message. You know, I'm not worried about those messages because they, it doesn't. I don't get aroused over words. I don't get aroused. I'm not blind, nor do I care about a coin. Man died today. Who died today? Let me see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, sweetheart. And I said this before, with everything that's going on, and God, and I said this before, everybody have a right to speak their opinion, sweetheart. Like I said before, God has been throwing things at us left and right, and we do not take the time to see what God is trying to show us. We are the people that just don't listen at all, and we don't pay attention to things, and we're gonna constantly stay out of order because we don't use this common sense. Because I said it at first, I'm like, damn, why they had to, and I just knew it. I just knew it even when it was announced. I'm like, why the fuck they gonna put their hands in this bullshit and stuff? And you know how black people are about their money. Why y'all do that? And I was hoping they were gonna leave it alone. I was hoping that they would leave it alone. And just, I don't know. Oh, Jesus Christ. Whew. Black folks don't play about their money. Everybody talking about receipts and stuff and know everything about somebody else. Y'all shit, put some damn stuff down. Tell us what y'all know about these damn people that's trying to lock up Robert for almost over 100 years. Like, let's see, hell, we dropping down facts and shit. Come on, I'm waiting on all these people that got these facts and stuff. I'm waiting on y'all to drop some information, honey, so I can do my fact check. What's up, Keith and Weeth and Davis and anybody else, McDine? We both. It's like both of our money, but we will keep it in our pocket. Yes, right now, everybody's going through this pandemic. We don't, each day we just looking. I just got an email. Your business is closed for 30 more days. Wait till after April 30, then we'll give you some more information. Shoot. We just gonna keep fighting. We're gonna keep fighting this fight and doing what we need to do and stuff like that. Shit. Just, I'm just letting y'all know. I had a whole lot of information, but I just said I want you to give me everything. But I will let them know what you telling me here. Just hold on to it. And a lot of and for Sugar and Spice will tell y'all. Oh yes, Texas Black Diamond told this a long time ago, but they snatched her video down. That's sad. I talk against you can't go there. I'm just, well, what I'm saying, if y'all want to help y'all people that y'all love so much and y'all ride for so much, just give it to them. Just give it to them. And that way you'll feel good, because you won't be like, damn, I was a fucking sucker because I'm paying money thinking I'm finna be riding with be driving Robert around, or being his doorman, or being his bodyguard, or being able to sit in the front row of his concerts and all that kind of stuff. Y'all can't be worried about stuff like that. Y'all need to be trying to worry about this injustice that's going on here. Y'all worrying about the wrong thing. If y'all in this for the wrong reasons. Y'all in this for the wrong reasons. Okay, let me check and see who blocked you. Who in here blocking? I'm just curious why who in here blocking people. What y'all trying to hide? What y'all don't want these people to tell us? I just want y'all to give. Y'all got so much information. Now we need information. That's all I'm trying to get. I need some information. If y'all got it, please, let's do it. Drop down some information on these alleged accusers and paperwork that y'all got, that we can show that they are schemers, and show they conduct and all that kind of stuff. That's what I need y'all to do. I'm checking real quick. Cause this is ridiculous shit. Y'all going crazy because somebody talk about hold on to your butter. What the hell y'all acting a fool for like that? Stop acting a fool about that. Just use some common sense here. Let me see. I think it's in settings. Let me check it out. Community. Hidden block. God bless America. I'll be glad we get it. I don't know. We can scream to the top of our lungs, just thinking we can get everybody be on one accord, but it's not going to happen, because you just have headstrong, stubborn people, ignorant people that just don't care. Money thirsty people, desperate people. When people desperate, they'll do anything, and they'll cause chaos trying to do it. You're not blocked. You're not blocked. I'm looking. Yeah, some people are suckers if they don't agree with you. You know what? It is what it is. I see my screen circling around. Is anybody trying to call? She's psycho. Me, I think help. I am convinced. Child, if he helping me, baby. Let's make sure. Oh, you can't. Oh. I'm getting ready to call you real quick. Got people in their feelings. Yeah. What I need. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Hey. I'm doing fine. I'm gonna put you want to speak on live, or were you speaking? The bullshit, yeah. Okay, let me put you on speaker. And I'm gonna run upstairs and get my charger, because I was just trying to give them this message, but I'm gonna put it on, and I'm gonna run up there and get my charger real quick. Okay, go ahead. You can go ahead and speak, baby.
Hey everybody, this is Gospel Glam. I just got on here. I'm like not off, but kind of off. I see that the title says warning, don't get scammed off of R.Kelly'S brand. We know that there has been a lot of fraudulent stuff going on, but at the end of the day, as Diamond always says, use your common sense. For anybody that uses PayPal, for anybody that has a business that uses PayPal or personal, you know this, that if you have a PayPal me link, the link does not determine where those funds go. Those funds go to either a bank account or a card. And the only way people would be able to determine where or who that money is going to is the account owner expose the name on that account where the funds is going to. I would say this: if you are truly an R. Kelly supporter, as we are being told, send the money to R. Kelly. If you're truly an R. Kelly supporter, you don't need to get on anybody else's platform bringing drama from other people's pages. The thing is, let's get the information, let's get the facts, let's debug, but we should not be on another person's page bringing drama from somebody else's platform. And what I see in this chat is like, so many of you guys are looking so immature with what y'all bringing over here. It's not educating, and it's not helping, it's not benefiting. And if we're here to benefit or bring a service to this person, we need to do it from a wise standpoint to know that drama is not going to win this battle. I just wish everybody a happy and safe, blessed day. I ask that we all wake up. And when I say wake up, let's wake up in strategy and solution, how to help get R. Kelly vindicated. I love you guys, and I say have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sweetie, because that's something we don't want. And it seems like to me, I'm gonna put it like this: when a person, if they doing right, and if they're not doing anything wrong, they're not gonna send people over here to try to tear down what people saying, or trying to, distract them from saying what they saying. If they doing right, they just gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna leave it in God's hand. And I'm gonna let God reveal all this. I'm gonna let God reveal all this, because I'm not doing nothing wrong. Matter of fact, let me just get all this information together, and let me get this information and show these people, because yes, they have every right to know where their money going, because they working with a third party person. So I'm pretty sure these people want to know. No figures are being shown, and people are curious. Like, he got so many fans, so let me just go ahead and do this. I'm not gonna send no minions over here to distract nobody, nothing, but let me just do it this way, and pull out the information so these people can be comfortable with doing this. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
And I agree with you, but I feel that there's a way to do anything in decency and in order.
Yes.
What you're saying is, I totally 100% agree. And one thing I will add to that, if people have any type of intuition or don't have that red flag within themselves to say, I'm not for surely sure if I want to send it through this app, through PayPal, then you just don't do it, because your spirit is not going to leave you wrong. And if all of these people or all of these bloggers are now bringing the light about this PayPal, just pull back from it and send it directly to the MCC, to that individual. But to constantly keep making this the subject of issue when it's other things that we can be focusing on, I think it's just messed up, because it's another form to me of distraction that's coming from certain individuals. So the Bible says,
you breaking up, sweetheart. There ain't nothing but the devil
that's going on that will make true supporters, true fans want to just get away from it, because some people really don't like drama and some people really don't like mess. But when you can see who is coming from, because they go from one platform to another platform, bringing the same mess into other people's houses, and that's where it really needs to see. If you want to be exposed or seen or heard or build your channel, go to your channel and do it. Everybody else don't want to partake in it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I respect your channel. I believe in your channel. And I know that your channel just stands in doing the things the correct way. So like I said, I just got on here and I'm like, whoa, all of this stuff that I'm seeing and reading. And I'm like, come on, people. I believe that Team Kells is winning, but it's like people are keep getting distracted. Now it's the pay pack.
But that's what, see, and that's what I'm saying. And I'm gonna tell you this, and see, people, they try to discredit me, which I don't care. And y'all, you know how hard I work. I have 3 clients that lives in New York, and these are white people, professional people. And I am so embarrassed, because when I first, I was like, hey, I know, mainstream media is not giving you the information that y'all need, but it's so much going on behind the scenes. I said, I'm gonna give this information to you guys. This is what I need y'all to do. Look at these YouTube channels. So I gave them people names and stuff. And I think it was like 3 weeks ago, and I am so embarrassed. He said, if this, he told me, he said, if this the type of help this bro got, he didn't call him R. Kelly or Robert. He said, bro. He said, this the kind of help bro got. I feel sorry for him. He said, because that is a mess. He said, it is sloppy. It is so sloppy. He said, it's a mess. Let me call Eddie back. Okay, it's Gospel. Okay, I guess you got disconnected, Gospel Glenn. And he said, if this is what his help is, he said, I'm sorry to tell you. He said, your hard work is for nothing. He said, because this is sloppy, out of order mess. And he said, this is a mess. And I said, I apologize. I said, I am so sorry. I said, I am so sorry. He said, don't worry. He said, because I don't even go towards them channels anymore. And he said, I go in there and watch yours. I said, don't even watch mine. I said, because some stuff, I said, we just be talking. I said, but stuff that makes sense, I just send you a copy. And I said, you send it to other people. And I had to apologize. I said, I am so sorry. I said, I apologize. I said, I didn't want this to be an embarrassment for me. I didn't want it to be an embarrassment for Robert. And I didn't want this to be an embarrassment for people of color, because I guarantee you in his brain, I guarantee you in that white man's head, he probably saying, boy, that's the average nigga for you. I guarantee you that.
So it's so true, Diamond. But I'm gonna get off. Eddie Kane wants you to call him. I'm just looking like, what the hell? I almost cursed.
I'm gonna call him. And you know what? Yeah, because I'm all about it. I don't come on here to take away nobody's blessing or distract anybody. I come on here trying to bring information. They don't. And I've been trying to ignore it, and I'm like, just don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it, baby. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. And things like that. And so what I said, I can't even now like I go up under these social media pages where they have the comment section, and I've been
Yes,
wondering,
ma'am.
and I said y'all need to go up under YouTube and
Yes, you do.
do and I put names, and now when I go on there I hesitate. I'm like, no, don't even do that. See what the topic is about. Go look for a good video and post that video. Hey everybody, can you please watch this video? It got plenty of information on this situation that's going on here. That's why I do it.
Right. Well, go and call Eddie Kane. I'm gonna get back in the chat. So that's what I wanted to say. You're doing an awesome job. I just hate to see some of the bloggers, not even the bloggers, the mediators and some of the supporters in the chat, they're going back and forth at each other. They're accusing each other, and it's like, we don't need to bring that over here.
Yeah, please don't. I don't need that demonic spirit. I don't need that demonic spirit at all. At all. And you know, and I cast that out in the name of Jesus. God put me on this platform for a reason, and I cast all the demonicness out in the name of Jesus.
Yes, Lord. I'll stand in agreement with you, but go and call Mr. Kane, because I know he's going to give us some good knowledge.
Yeah, I'm gonna dial him now. I'm calling you, Eddie.
All right, Dave. You have a good day.
All right, I appreciate you too, and I appreciate yesterday too. I'm grateful for that. Thank you so much.
All right,
All right, bye. Ooh, Jesus, hold the wheel, Lord Jesus. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. We should up here, all this drama need to be praying. We need to be praying. We got over almost 8,000 people has passed away, and they constantly falling dead every day.
Hello, Queen. Hello, Queen. How you doing?
How you doing, King? I know you finna spit us some knowledge, and I'm here for it. I was on here trying to, give them information. I'm gonna tell you how this all began, okay? I had over 100 people call me about this information with the money, and I think I remember talking to you about what happened with my son and I with LeBron James' bodyguard in Miami, and you know how he tried to scheme us, and so I'm using that same person to work on this. They got my money back from their bodyguard. It's real. People use people's name to scheme, but you go ahead and say, talk to us.
Well, we talk, so I know offline. You've been dealing with health issues, just like all of us. This is a really difficult time for the country right now, and I really want people to be mindful, because the only thing that you really do have to hold on to is God at this very moment. Because there's definitely a certain, forgive me, I'm a little under the weather. There's definitely a uncertainty that's in the air, because a lot of us don't know what's to come or what will come. And the only way that you can prepare for uncertainty is to strategize and have people on the same page. I listen and I hear a lot of people who profess that they come from the streets and they can see this and they know this. Well, if those things are really, really true, then you ever went to go buy a car and you walked in. Now, if you were a teenager and you're going to buy a car for the first time and you never had anybody to teach you, then lesson well learned. But after you had to deal with certain excuse my French, in your life, you start to gain a certain maturity and a certain wisdom throughout your life, that when your spirit gets mature, your spirit won't even allow you or to direct you in that place. But you can tell where people are, where their spirit is, because that's what they lend their time to. When you are in a certain place, you do not allow yourself to deal with that shit, because you can see, where do you know? I don't care what you do in life. I don't care what you do in life. Whenever there starts to be a bunch of confusion, you know that the outcome is not going to be good. And then I think with a lot of people, see, when you focus on money, that's why a lot of times people never see the big perspective, because people are so focused on money when you're looking at, it's like if you're an investigator or if you're investigating anything, I don't think people are looking at everything in its totality, total as a whole. And what I mean by that is everybody has to be up under scrutiny. Everybody has to be there. And when you start to see, like, well, wait a minute, why is it that every single day there's always something? Why is it that every single day there's always a problem? Someone wants to put somebody's kids up. Someone's talking about listen, if it's really that big of a problem, at least for me, I don't know about nobody else. It ain't nothing for nobody to meet up and do whatever it is that you need to do behind the scenes if it's that serious. But, you know, when you constantly keep seeing that there's issues, like there's no way that somebody could drag me through the mud, talk down on me, or call me a bitch or call me a hoe, and then the next week we friends. Listen, I might can respect you and say I don't have a problem with you, but we'll never get the same arena together. That's me. You know, but you can see a lot of these things going on. There's no way that if there's somebody that is fighting for their life and my family member, listen, if we in the club and if you mash on his ass, I'm mashing too. Now, when we get in the car, I'm going to tell you that you're wrong. But I ain't talking to nobody. I'm not vibing with nobody. I'm not dealing with nobody that's against somebody who's in my family that I'm fighting for. You know, that has nothing to do with maturity. Maturity is a different word from loyalty. And some people don't know what maturity and loyalty really, really mean because they're not actually really loyal to anything. They're loyal to wanting to be famous. They're loyal to wanting to be in the know. They're loyal to wanting to say that they're hoping to get something out of this when it's all said and done. None of this shit has nothing to do with making sure that this man gains his freedom. What attorney do you know? Just imagine that. Imagine if Robert F. Lee Bailey and Johnny Cochran were discussing with people who thought OJ was free, but they're calling up to his office to speak to him, and he's taking the time. Listen, man, he's going to direct those messages to his receptionist, and then after a while, he's going to stop telling her, "Don't give me no more of that shit," because I'm not talking to those people. You know, you have people who have fucking copies of this man's indictment. They're breaking it down. They're doing this. They're doing that. It's like all of a sudden you just woke up, motherfucker, today and you an attorney. All of a sudden you're going to challenge the feds. Listen, to me, and it's amazing to me that nobody's caught on and looked at the big fucking picture. You want to protest? Listen, everybody stop arguing. Let's collect the goddamn date. And let's go in front of the motherfucking jail that R.Kelly is in front of. And don't nobody argue. We're going to get out there and there need to be thousands of people saying, let this motherfucking man go.
Amen.
Because coronavirus is killing people. If you're not going to do that, then everything else is just bullshit. Because you don't know who is who behind the scenes. You don't know. Listen, if it's a fund that needs to be driven, that needs to be done, to me, if the lead attorney isn't doing it, then I don't. A whole bunch of folks interested in trying to tear people's characters down, tear people down. No matter how you choose to do your channel, then you do your channel the way you want to do your motherfucking channel. And anybody who don't like it don't have to come on your motherfucking channel. Because the truth of it is this, man. You know, my mother always used to tell me, watch the person that carries information anyway. Watch them niggas that be like, let me tell you what I heard. Or let me show you what somebody told me. Or, ooh, I was talking to this person and this is what they told me. Fuck what you heard. Fuck what they told you. I don't want to hear it. If you come over here with it, then I'm just going to block you from being on my shit. Because if it's about the fight, then let it be about the fight. And if we got problems in the street like that, street niggas, I'm not getting on no platform saying nothing. We're going to meet up and we're going to do it like G's. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm not going to send no threats. I'm not going to do none of that. I'm not posting none of that type of shit. Because the truth of it is, if you understand the law, and if you understand the way that things go, listen, I will offer my address up to you if it's that big of a problem. But if you understand the way that the law works, you can't roll up to nobody's house talking about fucking with them or their kids without shit.
I think you. Okay. Go ahead.
And the shit has turned into a motherfucking social media. Let me tell you something. Everybody got somebody in their family that will get out for them if you push them too far. Everybody got a gangster in their family. Everybody got somebody that's in jail. Everybody got somebody that'll jump in the car with them and ride for them if it really gets to that point. But why is it getting to that point where we're trying to fight together as Black people, supposedly, about an injustice against a system that's against us, that's oppressed us for a long period of time? The motherfuckers can't really see that, and you know why they can't see that? Because it don't have nothing to do with the motherfucking loyalty. It don't have nothing to do with R. Kelly. See, when you do research, you got to do it from the beginning. Go look. I challenge you. Go look at some of these people. Go look and see what the fuck they was doing research on fighting for 2 years ago. Listen, it's like somebody saying, well, damn, Eddie Kane just woke up and started doing music. Now, motherfucker, do your research. I've been in this shit. If you were an activist, if you were a fighter, somebody is going to be able to go and say, no, he been or she been doing this shit. Motherfuckers just wake up one day and just decide, oh, okay, well, this is the new motherfucking train I'm going to hop on, so let me get on this and let me migrate to this because this is going to give me the quickest buck or give me the quickest dollar. Man, listen. It's just at the bottom, on the bottom level of it. People don't use their mind. When you're trying to fight, you have to strategize because if you ain't got no real money, you can't go to war with nobody if you ain't got no real money. And you don't know. People don't know. You don't know who all hands are in this to make sure to keep Rob where he at. So if you don't have no money, what do you have to do? If you're going to slay Goliath, you got to strategize and plan behind the scenes because everything ain't for everybody. Mm-hmm. It's not. But every single time, and every time you get something new, every time you want to be the first, every time you want everybody to know, you want to shit on other people. And look at him.
Let me call him back. He went out. That's the devil, but we gonna call him back, honey. Guess it's a service, honey.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're okay.
Yeah, if you don't have an understanding of the way that a Ponzi scheme is, if you don't have an understanding, see, if you're going to investigate, you have to investigate. Listen, have you ever been in a situation where I had somebody try to set me up once, right? And it's just an example. But the person who tried to set me up was someone that I went to school with, would be in my house, would eat my food, would be someone that my mother knew. But this is the person that took me around some people who were intending to harm me until they knew, oh, he's just not going to have it. Now, I don't have to go into details what happened, but it did happen. My point of it is that, listen, you don't know who over here might be smiling on the TV and smiling on the camera, but behind the scenes, to cut the check to one of these judges, to cut the check to one of these DAs. You don't know who all has been paid because you don't know. So because of that fact, I'm talking to anybody who's talking about they blogging and fighting for this guy. Because you don't know that, you have to use your brain power to fight. When the Black Panthers did things and when they started to try to strategize, they knew we don't have a lot of money. So until we gain and get our money up and get our bread up together so we can fight, we got to strategize behind the scenes. Because being smart is understanding who your enemy is. But because people haven't studied their enemy, they ain't studied the enemy. They studied the money. They studied how to get the money, but they haven't studied the enemy. You have to study the enemy. If you're going to get anything out of it, listen, it's like my choir teacher used to tell me, don't worry about trying to oversing anybody. He said, if you sing in one note the right way all the time and you're doing what you're supposed to do, somebody is going to see you. So don't worry about singing the loudest, getting the solo. Everybody's seeing you. You don't have to wear a green robe when everybody else is supposed to wear red. If you do what you're supposed to do, and if you do it from your heart, see, one thing I learned in life, because I'm talking from a perspective of a person who's made a lot of mistakes. See, you have to learn, again, what wisdom looks like. I hate when I hear people see a lot of y'all are being fooled because somebody start putting biblical verses in front of their stuff as if you can't still see that they talking and being on some fuck shit. I hate when people do that. Or it's kind of like when somebody attempts to confuse education with intelligence. So they start popping off to you about how many degrees they got. No, nigga, that just means that you got a lot of letters behind your name but no experience. And that's the same thing that you're dealing with right now. You're dealing with people who are trying to snow people, and
I guess it's a service.
They're not talking because they already got their plans together. These people do this every day for a living. What makes you think that they're gonna let people who fucking work at the grocery store or goddamn me a telemarketer or work for the light company that just decided to get their motherfucking blog up? You think that these people who went to school and studied this shit and learned how to study their enemy, that's what they do every day. That's why the feds have a high conviction rate. And that's not to say that the people at the bottom can't beat them, but if you're going to learn how to fight, you got to learn how to fight the right way and learn what the fuck to fight for. But a lot of them not fighting the right way, and they don't know what to fight for because they heart not really into this shit, man. It's really, really not. And it's really kind of sad when you look at it over and over and over and over and over again. Over again. That's all you do. You see over and over again. Listen, man, you don't have to say nothing about nobody. You don't have to say nothing about nobody. Because guess what? When you get to a place where you really get mature, man, you don't even you don't let people control you emotionally like that.
Keep speaking.
Because once they figure that they've controlled you emotionally, then they won. But see, you got to be able to cipher and see through all the bullshit. And I don't mean you in particular. I'm just talking about the people who are listening at your show, who truly support you, who really truly feel like, yo, man, and it's true. They are locking motherfuckers up. And guess what? At the end of the day, R. Kelly deserves a due process. Yeah. R. Kelly deserves to be able to say, I can come home, get me a bond, and when my day in court comes, if I'm wrong, then let me go to jail and let me.
I know that's right.
It could very well be me. It could very well be anybody. But it's like with anything. Me and my mother were just talking yesterday. She said, people talked about Michael Jackson for a little while. Michael Jackson was trying to warn people and tell people that shit win the game. You don't even hear nobody talking about Michael unless they're saying something negative. The same thing with Prince. They still have not found this day, and they know that Prince did not kill himself. So fuck the industry and what they're talking about. I said it. He didn't, and they know he didn't. But it came and it went. You don't hear nobody talking about it. Every single one of our heroes, you don't hear nobody talking about it. You know why? Because they study us. They study us. They know what appeals to us. They know what we like. They know we love confusion. They know we love gossip. I bet your gossip sites make more money off of black people than they do any other race. Because we love some old run tell that ass motherfuckers. We love the dirt other people name up. We love to shit on other people. We love to drag people through the mud. I just told somebody the other day. I said, listen, I got a realtor that can help you, man. And she's really good. I ain't working with no black realtor. Motherfucker, excuse my French. What, you think other races don't steal? Are you fucking clinically retarded? But the reason why you feel that way, because when you go back, it's what Massa had already ingraded in us. It's what Massa has indoctrinated in us. You will see people with good music. You won't pay for it. You will see people, you have to wait and say, oh, you see them on TV, now you want to support them. You will see people selling good products. You'll see people I'm talking about people who are doing good, solid work, not no fuck shit. Music, clothes, lipstick, whatever it is that they are doing. They're doing good. They're making good product. They're trying to do good business and they're trying to be more self-sufficient. But because people don't understand history, it happened with Marcus Garvey, the same thing. You know, you have to be able to go and sit down and politic with people so we can come together and be able to say that we can fight. Worry about a nigga stabbing you in the back. I hate to say this, but it's true. That's why if you watched Queen and Slim, a lot of people was angry with the movie, but I understood what she was saying because it's true. We don't break through each other. When you go sit up in the other office, you can ask somebody, hey, can you come and show me how to get to this person? Can I do this? You got to pay me now. If I bring it, they're going to give you the runaround. We do each other so motherfucking dirty.
I know this is fucking right. It's just sad as hell.
It's terrible. And the reason why we do each other so dirty is because people don't look and reflect in their own lives and look at their own mistakes, look at their own downfalls, because wisdom allows you to have empathy. Because wisdom allows you to say, let me look at me first. Let me look at me first. When I look at me first, then I can say, okay, this makes sense. Because even throughout your life, everybody that you've done wrong, even if you've done them wrong, or every lesson of karma, God will place somebody in your life to be like, oh my goodness, I used to do that same shit. But now it's your chance for you to rectify that by using your wisdom. Because even if you haven't been in that place, he'll allow you to see yourself. But most of us can't really see ourselves because we ain't taking time, because usually we focused, I've done it too, we focused on shit that don't mean nothing. Mm-hmm. And everybody is so focused. After a while, all the people that you cutting and you fucking them over, you think that you fucking them over for that money, the dollar not going to even mean nothing after a while if you really up on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
If you really up on what's going on, all these dollars that you fight for. And here's the funny thing about it is, you don't really know who you might be listening next door to that you done shitted on, that you might have to knock on their door and ask them for some sugar, or ask them so your baby can get some food, or ask them when you was talking bad about them. Now their husband might have to end up protecting you because you've been single so goddamn long, you ain't got no man. You just don't know who you gonna need. And the fact of with the way that the world is going, with the way that these things are going. So you have to be conscious and you have to be mindful on how you treat people. But see, it's not about the fight no more. And when I say you have to look beyond the surface, man, don't nobody know if all these bloggers were paid to do this. I ain't saying that they are, but I'm not gonna say that they not either. I don't give a fuck if they tell me, I ain't got no money. Who you know that's still ain't gonna admit to being a thief? Shit. So if you investigating, you have to investigate. You don't know which one of these people who were close to R. Kelly when they broke into his house. Somebody said, oh, I can investigate these people, but not. No, every motherfucker that was around blood needs to be investigated. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Every person that was around blood needs to be investigated. Every leaf needs to be unturned. Because guess what? That's the only way you're going to get to the bottom of it. I don't give a fuck if it was his motherfucking sisters and his brothers. I'm investigating his motherfucking brothers and sisters too. Shit. What everybody has a reason until I can say, okay, we can put you in the
friend in timeout. Who put you in timeout? I'm not on my screen, so I can't see who doing what. Unique thought. I'm sorry, Eddie. I don't.
No, you're fine.
Okay, I don't. Unique thought. Really, I don't be seeing nothing she say out the way. So I don't know. I didn't know she was in timeout. I don't. I can't. I'm not acting like I don't know shit. I'm on a different app, so I can't see the activity that's actually going on and who doing what. With as long as, like I said, as long as she, threatening nobody and saying bums and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to follow the YouTube rules. These white folks got their rules for this this channel. as long as stuff not like that being done and stuff like that, and people just being outrageously rude. Yeah, they probably did it by accident. Unique thought.
Yeah, but you have to look at everything on the surface when you're doing an investigation, because you have to know if when you tell people he's been set up, okay, that's a possibility. Why was he set up? Because of course he's a celebrity, okay, and he was set up. Okay, now why, he was set up, and he's a celebrity. Who would have the motive? Well, you just can't say, well, it was one or two people. You can't say that it was three people or only these five people had a motive. No, when you're doing an investigation, every single person that was around this man has to be combed through, like they say, with the fine-tooth comb.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you fine-tooth comb, I don't care how close they say they are and how great. You ever seen, I was watching, I don't know if it was 48, not 48 Laws of Power, 48, the first 48. I think it might have been that show. But there was this lady, and it talked, and it was so funny because the police, her husband went to them and said, I think my wife is trying to have me killed. She's trying to set me up. And so they were like, well, what, do you have the proof? So he showed them some text messages. So they said, okay, well, we're going to send her a hitman. And what we're going to do is we're going to see if she's going to take the bait and pay for the hitman. And then what you do is we're going to fake and act like we found you dead in the house. So we're going to make you lay out on the floor and put fake blood on you and all of that. And so she went in and she paid the police $2,000 to have him killed. So when she paid him $2,000 to have him killed, afterwards, of course, the police arrested her. Well, they actually, when she paid the money, she came out to the house. They had her come to the house, and they had him laid out on the floor. And he was, had all this blood on him and stuff. And she broke down, and she was crying so hard. And she was bending all over him. It was like, my God, I can't believe it. Well, here's the funny thing about it. They arrested her right after that. She was like, oh, my goodness, why are y'all arresting me? So when they had her in the interrogation room, and they were asking her, listen, did you have your husband killed? And she denied it to the end. No, I didn't have anything to do with it. Multiple of evidence against this chick. So they said, okay, well, we want to show you something. They brought him into the room. And
y'all, it is the service that's going on around here. It's raining and all that good stuff, but I will call them back. No, it ended. Passionate. I don't know what was said. I'm not really looking into the chat. I'm just I'm looking up and down. I'm trying to do other things as well, checking emails and stuff like that. There's no problem.
No, that's fine. Mm-hmm. But on that thing, man, when they brought her husband in there and they said, well, your husband is alive, she turned on the act, man, and she started crying. And she was like, oh, my God, I can't believe that you're alive. I thought you were dead. But my point of it is, just because folks are like, oh, I ain't taking no money. Oh, I ain't getting no money from this. Oh, I ain't speaking no money. Well, listen, if it ain't about the money, then leave your PayPal out of it. If it ain't about the money, then leave all those other things out of it. Now, if people want to give, I think you should give to people who are doing good quality work. That's me. I can't tell you who you should or should not give to. I'm not knocking nobody else for whatever they do to get their hustle. Whatever you do, then that's on you. But I'm saying as far as me, as far as I go, as far as anybody, if you would ask me, I'm going to tell you, follow your spirit. If your heart.
I don't know what's going on.
$1, $5, $2, $3, whatever you can do, then you should give. But what I'm also saying with that and being perspective, when you start seeing that people start fighting over the money and fighting over where it's going to and fighting over who's first and fighting about people's kids. And man, listen, I don't really see how this guy can win. And I know somebody might not want to hear that or want to say that, because who do you know that is going to win if there's always a bunch of dissension and a bunch of controversy and a bunch of bullshit going on in the middle of when they're fighting for their life? Everybody wants to be in the know. Everybody got a direct line to the feds. Everybody got somebody that know. Like, goddamn, how can it be? Who is some of you motherfuckers informants? How can it be? Why? And my question would be, if I'm R.Kelly's attorney, then why is the fucking prosecution talking to regular motherfuckers anyway? All these people getting this man information. All these people getting the pipeline, or all these people getting one-ups on what Asriel is going to do and who is this one going to do and that nigga. Like, how is that shit possible? You didn't see that shit going on in Harvey Weinstein's case. Mm-hmm. You didn't see it going on in Bill Cosby's case. You haven't seen it going on in nobody else's case. You know why it's going on in this case? Because it's a black artist. Because it's a black artist. That's why you see it going on. You didn't see that. What's my man that murdered his wife? That was a songwriter. I forgot his name. And he got off. He used to live out here in Galveston somewhere, and then they moved him back. But I'm saying, you didn't even know that all that shit took place with him. But my point of it is, nowhere else will you find this going on. But people ain't even smart enough to figure out they're allowing this to go on because it's others. If it was anybody else, you're going to see some structure in this shit. You're going to see some people that are going to say, no, this is not the way that this is supposed to go. But because it's him, because of who they perceive us to be, because that's who they perceive us to be. They figure we don't know how to get together and strategize. They figure we don't know. Look,
hell, it's showing it right there, Eddie. I'm so embarrassed. And these are some high qualified white men, and I'm like, if I can get in their ear, I'm pretty sure they can sit around in the company and bring up the information that I have, and it just spread. You know what I'm saying? But we got this pandemic going on. I thought maybe we'll get it right. You know, but I'm gonna let you finish, and while I got this on my mind, let me tell everybody this. I want to put this on y'all brain. I want y'all to do the research on it. Look up information about the conditions and all the scandals that happened at the that correctional facility in Chicago. Them hiding, putting stuff under the rug, and firing, these different workers to keep them from putting out information on what they have done. They have beaten these inmates. They have treated them like dogs. The facility is not clean. It's not. It's unsanitized. It's crazy. It's so much. I just have the information upstairs, but I want y'all to do y'all research and put it in y'all own words and get that information over there, so we can release, some of these people that's off into this facility. It's a holding facility for people that's awaiting trial and, light crimes and stuff like that, but it's not in a good condition. And then you have these underhanded workers in there, employees in there that's doing a lot of dirt. And it's been going on since 1989, and it's more that I have to read on.
Wow. I was going to say something too. I just happened to be looking down in the chat, if you don't mind me. I was just going to ask Unique, is everything okay?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because she come out here, Unique thought she's sweet as she can be. I never seen her ever disrespect her. They probably did it by accident, sweetheart. They probably did it by accident. I hope they did, because I know the problem, people. When they come on, I know I've been paying attention to names, but I never seen her, disrespect anyone on here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I don't know if anybody disrespected her or Unique, or if anybody said anything mean to her, but I was gonna say, hey man, don't everybody can respect that. You know, they have their opinion, and it's okay for you to do that. Don't be mean, guys. Don't be disrespectful. You know, please.
Yeah, because I barely look at the chat. I just leave it up to the mods that they'll do the right things and stuff. I appreciate the mods and what they do for this channel to try to keep the peace and everything. So I don't think she's not blocked. They put her in timeout feed. Somebody put her in timeout, but somebody just texted me, said they blocked. I didn't see them on the little channel where they was blocked. I have no clue. Because I can't see. I have no clue. But you go ahead and keep giving us that knowledge, honey, because that's what we need these days. We need these strong black men to come in and give knowledge to empower us. And God created men, okay? And our men are supposed to be strong. They don't supposed to be the weakest link. They supposed to be strong. You got women coming out here strong as hell, and our men's just showing weakness. And we need this from our men's, our black men's. We need that toughness and and give us the knowledge and help us empower us. That's what we need.
Yeah, you know, and the thing about it is, it's like we gonna have to band together more so than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, the king's job is to protect the queen and the kids. And, you know, with the way things are going, you know, it's just really, you have to ask yourself, well, what really is happening? Is this a financial reset for the world? Because that's another thing. If we're not strategizing, planning for us to say, well, no matter what way it goes, we're going to be okay. You always going to be unprepared because we can't see what's going on behind the scenes. We only get bits and pieces. So because you only get bits and pieces, man, we're not in Washington, D.C. We don't know actually what people are doing up there. We don't know. And guess what? Even if they aren't making plans, who's to say that those plans are going to be helpful to the minorities? What if those plans are being planned to make sure that everybody else is okay, but we're not okay? We don't know. So if you're not doing any type of strategizing and making sure that things are put together on a collective to say, oh, okay, well, we run out of food shit. We know how to grow shit out of mason jars. Oh, okay, well, if the water gets dirty, we know how to stop viruses from getting in the water. We can drop these out here. You know, anything that we need, we can be prepared for it, no matter which way it's shaped, because we've already planned and strategized behind the scenes. But because we spend so much time tearing each other down, I'm going to keep saying it over and over again, you know, shitting on other people, it'll never get where it's supposed to be. Because I can tell you what, if it came down to it to where somebody, well, we had to fight and somebody was going to kill your kids, and let's say somebody you've been beefing with on YouTube was standing next to you, and they had the opportunity to protect you, what you going to tell them not to protect you and your kids? Because you had a problem with them on YouTube? This shit don't even, you understand what I'm saying? The shit don't even, it don't even really make sense. When you just look at it and it's overall, in a form, it's really childish. You know, and remember that I said this, and I'm always say this. When this is all over with R. Kelly, let's see how many people, because let's say we don't want him to, but let's just be honest. Let's just see. I mean, if R. Kelly happens to go to jail, just because they send him to jail, that don't mean you stop fighting for him because he has to get an appeal. Let's continue to see how many people are going to keep fighting for him after the process.
Yeah, we always talked about that. We're going to see who's going to be formed if he in or out. We're going to see.
Let's see if they tell him, okay, well, we're going to give him, because we don't know. So if he hypothetically has to go to jail, let's see who's going to continue to write him letters every day. Let's see who's going to say, I can't go afford to see him every month, but I try to go see him every 2 to 3 months. And I try to dig deep into his appeal and dig. Let's see when this is all over with. Let's see who's going to still be fighting for this. find out what a love is at when you're in the light. You find out what a love is at when you're in the dark. Because you can't get to the light without going through the dark. The problem is, a lot of people don't want to go through the dark. They just want to deal with the lights. So you will find out who is really going to be fighting for this guy when it really, really counts. You know, because right now it's the cameras and the hoopla, and everybody's saying it. I'm talking about when the cameras die down, and if they give him whatever that they're going to give him, and they do whatever that they're going to do to him, watch. We will see who really, really is really about this shit, or was they really just about some shit? You understand what I'm saying? That's what you're going to find out. We're going to see who is really about some shit. Because at the end of the day, you know, it shouldn't be, it's not about people liking each other. Because we're not here, you know, we ain't sleeping together. We're here because we don't want any of our kids, or we don't want either one of us to go to jail. And we're looking at somebody who we know that has been done wrong, you know, when it comes to his due process of being, of having fair. I don't know all the logistics to the case. I know some of the things that I've heard and seen, and some of the bits and pieces. But again, I'm not God. I'm not the judge. But do I personally believe he deserves to be done? No. Do I think he needs to be at home? Yes. Does he deserve a bond? Yes. Do I think he's guilty of what they're saying that he did? No. But I can't speak of all the other shit.
No, she don't need the screenshot or anything like that. She was told, I'm sorry, Eddie. I just got to get some stuff under control. No, she don't need a screenshot. We don't need to prove anything. One of the mods let her know what it was. We left it alone. There was like how many minutes and seconds ago. We're back focused now, and that's what we're trying to do. We just left it alone. I apologize. The mod let her know what it was, so we don't need no screenshots on everything. It's all love over here. We just gonna you know, agree to disagree, and we're back focused now, and we're gonna leave it alone. You know, she's back on here. She's sweet, unique dog, as sweet as she could be. One of the mods felt like, you know, just to, you know, it wasn't even to at unique thought. It was just, you know, just to keep things calm in the room. You know, she just felt like that's what she had to do, because see, Passionate Gangster is a mod, so the mod couldn't do nothing with her. I had to do something with Passionate Gangster, so I didn't know what was going on in there. So everything is good. We don't need screenshots. We just gonna stay focused. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Unique, you know, if there was a discrepancy or anything went wrong, I truly apologize. You know, we wouldn't want to offend anybody on any level, because you all have the right to have your opinions. But what I'm talking right now has nothing to do with opinions. And Mia Simone, thank you, I see you. What I'm speaking on has nothing to do with opinions. I'm just dealing with what I see. You know, we talking about straight facts right now. Mm-hmm. And, you know, in my opinion, you know, it's too much back and forth. It's too much of, you know, we're trying to get up on top of another person's neck in order to be proven. Because I wonder if people ask themselves this. This has been going on with R. Kelly for a little over a year now.
July the 12th. Let's just say July the 12th, when he was locked up.
So I wonder, has anybody asked themselves this? Out of all of the shit that they've done, the information, ain't none of it got him a bond. If none of the things that people are doing has resulted in him being able to be at home in his own comfortability in his own home, away from the fucking virus, if none of that shit has got him to that place, then to me, none of it really matters. If anything that whatever that you've been able to crack, bring to the table, or whatever inside, whatever the fuck it is that you got, if it hasn't resulted into them saying, today we're going to grant him a bond and he's going to get to go home, then, in my opinion, nothing else really matters. So that's where the fight, people have to come together to say, okay, well, what do you have? I have this. Oh, we compared this. Oh, so this is what they did. So we got to go here. here and do this and do that, so they won't be able to know. You have to be able, again, to strategize and plot in order to fight these people, because you're not dealing with folks who aren't intelligent. You're not dealing with people who don't do this every day. And to a certain degree, to a lot of these people, they're laughing because they're like, look at these folks trying to play lawyer when some of them work at Walmart. Whatever. I'm just being honest.
And everybody laughing at us. We being laughed at like shit, you know. And my thing is, like this is like the time right now. Like we're going through this coronavirus pandemic, right? And the majority of us is in the home, in our houses, you know, locked in our house, nothing to do, and stuff like that. So my thing is, have we sat down and analyzed everything? Have we had a chance to sit back and be like, okay, this is what we're fighting for? So what progress has been made since July the 12th? I mean the 11th, July the 11th, when they put the handcuffs on him, and then when we started seeing all the injustice going on and all the rights being taken away from him. What have we done other than act a fool on social media and not putting the right thing? Have we reached out to anybody? Are we reaching out to anybody now? Everybody's at home. Do we have people email addresses that we can email them and we can get educated people to type up this information and word it right and let them know how we feel? Have we come up with proofs to show the conditions of that correctional facility that these people are in? Have we looked up the laws and see what violations, laws has been broken on the behalf of Robert Sylvester Kelly and other people like Robert Sylvester Kelly that's in here? They have no hand sanitizer. Them people barely had soap, and this is way before this virus came out. They've been doing that. So what have we done other than jump from channel to channel to see if somebody gonna talk about the next person and then email them or call them or text them? Oh, you better go after this person because they done said something about you. Are we taking the time to go and look at things that matter?
Absolutely, because and here's another thing too, Ms. Diamond. This is a dirty game.
Dirty.
The music industry, and it's coming from experience. And I hate when people who just decided to pick up and talk to a couple of folks, try to tell me when I've been in it and I've maneuvered amongst folks. It's like the name of the game is to third people up in the game. Let's start there. There are no true friends. And so because of that, you have to be very mindful of saying, you don't know. But sometimes the people that you might be telling all your business to might be the very person that's cutting your throat. Mm-hmm. You have to be the person that you may be thinking that maybe for you might be running back and giving every single plan or everything that you put together. It might be running back and telling the opposition. People, when they think of the art of war, you put, of course, what they call minions in different places. So you put minions. You have minions on the ground level. You have minions in the hood. You have minions in conservative places because you need eyes everywhere to be able to tell you certain things. When you're playing a dirty game, when you're talking about that you're trying to get people jammed up, do you think that these people want to lose this case? You think there are many, many different reasons why when you dig deep, but because we're not woke. Listen, there's something called adrenochrome. When y'all get an opportunity, go and look that stuff up, man. I'm going to say it again. It's called adrenochrome. They sell it in China. And I'll give you a quick basis on it. It's when they take children and they scare these children and they get their adrenaline moved up so high. And that's when they take the blood. They harm these children and they take the blood. And these people in Hollywood and overseas, they're buying this stuff. And if you think I'm kidding, I was talking to somebody that wasn't of color, that works people, and that's why a lot of these stars are catching this virus. Jeffrey Epstein, listen, my man had already rolled on people. They had to move this guy around. But see, y'all, because everything is like circus with so many folks, because they think that the immediate level, the money and it's only a small fraction of what we know. Because I hate to say it, but I was told a long time ago, they say, you want to put it in a nigga, put it in a book. So we don't read enough. We don't politic with each other enough. And the truth of it is, we have to have like small town hall meetings separately away from things like this conference call that don't need to where people can discuss and we can politic and share information with one another. So you can keep your kids abrupt. So you can keep yourself abrupt. When you start digging deep and you're looking at this virus, man, listen, I don't care what nobody said. This virus was created for population control. Period. Now, what they didn't expect was, they didn't expect for it to spread so rapidly and get out of control. It's scrambling and fighting, trying to figure out what to do. It don't take a rocket science to figure out that China and the United States already had a little rift when they were trying to do that trade. Well, they call it a trade, but that's what that shit was. Them buying that blood and making up all whatever little shit that they had agreed upon when it came to population control. That's why the goddamn Senate, what's his name, Bob, whatever the guy's name was, somebody in the office when they were having a meeting, goddamn, he recorded him tipping off some of his rich friends that, hey, listen, I'm pulling out $1.6 million in my money. Well, who was he tipping off? And who do you think recorded it? A Democrat, because they wanted to make Donald Trump look bad. That's what they wanted to do. But all this shit was being done. All of it was being planned. Donald Trump was in there. And people not really paying attention to this shit because they just focused on shit that's beneath the surface. And if you're not digging deep, constantly trying to find out the information, everybody is making money off of this. The people, listen, I tell y'all even crazy, right? I've been looking everywhere for masks, right, to get some to my mother and to myself. Why? There's a Chinese company that sells alkaline water that I buy from. It's not a small place, but they do a lot of business. I go over there, go buy my water. They got all the goddamn masks. Any kind of goddamn mask you want. You need some masks, email me. If you're in Houston, I can tell you exactly where to go and get them. And not only do they have all the masks, they got like the big ass machine where you can make like the pure Chinese people. And guess what? They selling them motherfuckers for $20. And of course we need them. So when I walked out of there today, this morning, I spent $306 on alcohol, masks, and water. But my point of it is that these people know. And like I see Bob that put in here, that's why Dr. Sebi said, go do your research. Even before Dr. Sebi died, there were over 75 or 80 holistic doctors that were found dead mysteriously within a year. That plane that was flying, when those planes were being missing over Malaysia, those planes were full of nothing but the world's top AIDS research doctors. You know, when you go and you study and you look at the Pizzagate scandal, listen, I say all this to say, it's imperative that we stick together because the government is no longer about the people anymore. The government is about the government. That's why it's a power struggle within. How can it be about anything? We need to, in my opinion, I'm not telling you not to vote, But in my opinion, we need to stop giving them our vote until they give us something. If they ain't giving us nothing, we don't need to be giving them our vote. Get tired of getting on there, running through the motherfucking neighborhood using Omarosa just because they pop their ass down up at a black church and they barely clap their hands singing one fucking Negro spiritual thing that's supposed to make us get out to the polls and get them a vote. We need to stop doing that shit. We need to start putting pressure on them to make them say, give us something. Show us where it's going to make a difference and give us some things, some tangibles for our people. But we're not getting anything. And you know why? They think we don't care. Because look, they don't even think we care about voting at all anyway. They don't even think we care about what's going on in our own neighborhood because we fight each other. So they going to kill each other anyway. So it don't even really matter. Let them do what the fuck they want to do. Because they can't come together for nothing. They can't come together to fight for anything. So all you got to do is just put a little piece of meat down there and watch what they do. They'll fight for it like dogs. They don't know how to say, listen, instead of us fighting for this piece of meat, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take this same piece of meat that they tried to give us, and we're going to put this motherfucking meat on a hook, and we're going to fish, and we're going to catch us some more motherfuckers. You feel me? And then we're going to bring some more meat in. But we can't do that. Because people be like, nah, I want the meat first. No, take this one piece of meat that they gave us, and we're going to put this meat back on the hook, and we're going to feed it to their motherfucking ass, and we're going to get us some more motherfucking meat. But people don't know how to do that because all we care about is being first. All we care about is making sure that we get seen. That's why I tell folks, man, y'all are retarded. You're going to spend all your motherfucking money at the, with that lip gloss, MAC lip gloss, but you got Gospel Glam over here making lipstick because y'all won't even buy that from it.
Mm-hmm.
You got people over here making good clothes that's on here right now, whatever it is that they're doing. You got people on here doing good work, doing research, whatever it is that you're doing. You've got people on this chat right now who are trying to be something other than what they're doing right now.
Educated, everybody that I've been dealing with, they're very educated with knowledge and everything. And I said, that's why I always said we can learn from each other. Like we all can learn from each other. And if we minus all the BS and collide all these brains together, we are some powerful people. And my dad said something to me. He said, let me tell you something. He said, yes, white folks love blacks. They really do. He said they love them when they're up and they can do something for them. He said, just like Tiger Woods, he did an example with Tiger Woods. He said, you see Tiger Woods, he came in there and he made golf interesting and everybody wanted to start watching golf and the ratings blew up. People want to watch golf. And then when he went through that scandal, they wanted to fight and get him back, to Tiger Woods, being that Tiger Woods, just like the Serena Williams, the Williams girls doing the tennis, how the ratings picked up for them. And as long as we can profit for them, they love us. But we ain't got shit to give for them, or they can't gain off us. They don't give a shit about us. Like these people running around here now, sick and needing help, and the majority is the minority, and they don't give a damn. It took me how many days to get a test done? 6 days, and I had to pay. It's just we just have to use our brains, and I need people to tell me how many billionaires we have, African American billionaires we have here in the United States. How many? Did somebody tell me? Without Googling it.
Right.
Without Googling it.
And that's the and the thing of it is that I look at people, I say you have I was watching somebody, I said, you have these folks with all these great clothes, these great minds with inventions, I was hearing Farrakhan do a lecture one time when he was saying if you could take 30 people, I'm sorry, it wasn't Farrakhan, it was Richard Small, Dr. Richard Small, and he said if you take 30 people, start with 30, start with 20, and see if you can get $20 from each person and put it in a pot and create some sort of business or create something where people can, and be fair, look at who's delegate, who's the best at delegate, who's the best at accounting, who's the best at being able to get people motivated, who's the best to get people, whatever it is that your job is, get these people together and bring them on board so we can have everybody coming in, even if you have to start small. But again, that's been a big problem with us, and that's why we can't start small, because everybody is so focused on wanting to be first. Everybody is so focused on wanting to make sure that, they're more concerned with the credit than the actual product. They're more concerned with the actual, we'll get the notoriety, than they are actually being effective with what they needed to do. So forth, these things are concerned with making sure that we all live good. I tell folks, I said, listen, if I can still drive down the street and this coronavirus is still going on, and I can still see people on the corner holding signs saying I got cancer, or my wife has cancer, or I see some girls who are on the thing and they can't even, those girls can't even, they got a little baby standing on the corner and they don't have, anything. To me, if I can still see those things, then in my opinion, ain't nobody free. Nobody can get too relaxed. If any of y'all right now are still on here struggling, or if you have things that you're going through, that don't make me feel good, because I have empathy for people, so I try to do my part. But my thing of it is everybody right now, if there was somebody who really, really was truly in need, if that person is really, truly in need, should be able to say, okay, well, I might can't give $400, but we can all band together and say, well, we're going to save a sister over here, and we're going to band together and give $2 because she needs X, Y, and Z. People who really are in need. That's what we're supposed to do. I ain't talking about like this motherfucker that just walked up to me yesterday talking about, hey, man, you got $10 for cigarettes. I'm like, man, you better go bust some cars down. Ain't nothing wrong with your hands. Ain't nothing wrong with your feet. You are ably grown ass man. And you got on Jordans too? So you ask me for cigarette money? You better go take them Jordans to the pump shop and get you some cigarettes, nigga. That's what's important. And until we get to that place, it's gonna always constantly be some issues, some people dragging each other, some people talking about the way that you do things. They don't care for the way that how you do your stuff, and they don't like your channel. And well, it ain't for them to necessarily like your channel, because if you're not talking about anything that is not benefiting them. So you got to understand where your spirit is and where their spirit is. It ain't gonna mesh anyway. Like if your spirit is a good spirit and their spirit is coming over to be messy or to down other people, well, they're not gonna mess with your spirit anyway. So they're not gonna enjoy your channel anyway, because the spirit of your channel isn't about that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to worry about when them people say that they don't want to be around, then cool. That's good. Because, that means that your energy ain't in that place. And if your energy ain't in that place, then let them go on over there and find the energy that they're looking for. That ain't the energy that you put down out here. Mm-hmm. And you should feel proud of that. It's like, I don't care if 500 people show up to my party and I ain't having a good time, I'd rather 50 people come to my party. We having all the fun in the world. Like I tell people, you don't judge a good party just because there's a whole bunch of people there.
Mm-hmm.
You judge a party by how the smiles on people's faces and everybody's interacting with one another. So it might not be big, but it's effective. And trust me when I say, the good shit, it always takes time for it to grow. Like the real good artists, it always takes time for them to get discovered. The ones who are really passionate, it takes time. Because in life, that's just the way that it is. We seem to be attracted to the bullshit before we're attracted to the real shit. But once you train your eye on what wisdom look like, you'll learn how to separate yourself from those things. And that stuff won't start to mean anything to you. It won't mean nothing. It'll be just like water off of a duck's back. It's like I don't even pay attention to that stuff.
Well, it don't bother me. It does not bother me at all. You already know me, so I'm just the type of person. I'm a chill person, and the only thing I look at is like how are we as people of color can get, when we're gonna ever get it right. When will we get it right? And as long as it was drama, and see, when it's drama, the drama comes. You know what I'm saying? When I put what I put on there, and I was gonna let them know what was going on about the scheming and scamming. I mean, all kinds of drama people up in here, just all over the place. And I'm like, Lord, what is going on here? And but then we started calming down and start, trying to, let's get on something else, because we see this right here is a big distraction. Let's move it back over and calm this house back down. And once we did that, all the drama just moved around, because that's what people like. And I don't understand that for the life of me. Let's get together. You just can't. I can't say it enough. And I noticed two of the followers, the viewers, mentioned about the Black Wall Street, and I did a video about the Black Wall Street. Like, let's get back together as people of color, because we are powerful people, and they working hard to keep us down because they know how powerful we are. And if a person can use their mind to come up with how they're gonna scheme and how they're gonna go, they analyze and they work together, like these Eddie, you know what I'm saying, like these, like somebody getting ready to go rob somebody. They need 5 men sit down and plan it, right? They strategize. Okay, you gonna do this and you gonna do this. How they gonna go take somebody else's money, but they can't get together and strategize on how to build businesses so they can grow, so they won't have to go and rob and take from somebody else. And it's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean, I agree with you 2,000%. You again, everything that's gonna be effective. Sometimes you gotta put shit in layman's terms. You ever seen Dead Presidents? Mm-hmm. The movie with Lorenz Tate.
Yeah, I haven't finished that one. I'm not a TV person. I'm always watching news and stuff. So a lot of people,
that was a really good movie because they had to plan. The robbery that they were going to carry out, but the robbery got fucked up. I mean, the robbery got messed up because they came out of order of what the plan was. And I think 2 of the people ended up getting killed because they didn't follow the plan. But my point of it is that but the plan that they put together was a great plan. And that's with anything. Even if you go back and you watch the history of the Black Panthers, everything was about the plan. That's what it was about. Nothing else really mattered. It was all about the plan. If you don't put yourself in a position where you are willing to listen and willing to take orders, because a lot of people don't want to take orders because they want to be in control. And see, part of being a good leader
It's this phone, guys. I'm not gonna be here long. I'm not gonna hold you guys up, but I had that to say, but shit, we done went through a whole 2 hours.
You see how they don't want to get you to get the real thing.
you know, I'm gonna tell you something. It's that demonic spirit when it blocks things and don't feed into the belly of the beast.
No, man, you gotta let them folks listen. What's crazy? I just don't be calling you and telling you about what I heard. But I woke up last night because my phone, and I'm being so honest when I say this, I don't be listening at people like that.
What's a Latin one? Go ahead.
But when I went onto your channel, I mean not to your channel, but when they were talking, this had to be about like maybe 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm listening to people talk, and I could have sworn that they heard, you know, I thought I heard your name, you know, when they were talking or whatever the case may be, but I say all that to say that, you know, man, I'm not gonna come back to you and say, man, listen to what I heard. This is what they said. It's because the truth of it is that it's not helping you on what you're doing. And all you got to do, man, is just stay. All you got to do is just stay on top of what you're doing.
Why you think I'm always cool and calm? I don't be, because when you look for trouble, you will find it. I don't go look around. Let me see if my name been mentioned. Let me see what somebody done said bad about me. Because those, let me tell you something, those are words, like words from somebody I don't know. They just got a screen name, and I don't know anything about them. And you know, I don't worry about things like that. You know, I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna do my thing. And you know, whatever God, if I feel weary about talking about it, I don't talk about it. If it's put on me to talk about it, and I write it down and be like, this is what I'm gonna talk about, and then some say not yet, I leave it alone because I go by the Spirit as well.
Oh, I know you do. That's the only reason I'm here. You know, out of again, because I'm real enough to admit, you know, when somebody say, "Oh, I'll go find dirt on you," and I'll tell them you probably will, and I can get in front of my truth because I understand that when I made the decision up, I knew it was going to be a fight, but I also understand that when God decided to use you, because you got them people when you start becoming conscious of saying, "I think I'm."
Oh Lord, is it the?
You're gonna love to have. You're gonna always find the people that's gonna come up and try to write your story for you all the time. But you know what? The only reason that the people are doing it is because they still stuck in the past, and not you. So they want to try to beat you up or make you feel guilty for about the mistakes that you made, and not really understanding that that's why God chose people who were at the bottom. That's why when you notice. Village, they respected her the least, but the people disrespected her the least. But God respected her the most because she was humble enough to say, "I know I'm a whore. I know what I do for a living, but I'm still real enough to say I know who I am, but I still have enough respect for you." But most people don't really understand those things because they're so focused on who's delivering the message and still until they're not paying attention to the message within itself. So they never really get it. You know, we call them legends in their own mind. They love riding their own dick. But he tells you about that. He said, be watch for those who claim to be so wise. I'm not that wise. I'm just only telling y'all things that other people have poured into me. So I just give it to you. You know, but I have become more wise because I've started to become to pay attention to more of my surroundings and the people who are around me. And the way that I move and the people that I choose to be friends with, you know, because because you can't help everybody. You can't show everybody the way. You can't show everybody love because people's missions are different. You know, they want different things. I used to, but I don't predicate my friends anymore by the cars that they drive, or if they know a lot of people in the music industry, or if they have Gucci in their closet, or where they shop, or how many countries they've been to. I don't predicate my friends upon that anymore. You know, not that I ever really did, but for a minute, people can get caught up into doing that. You know, because all of us at some point in time, we love to be in the know. We love to claim that we know what's popping. But what's really popping is when you can be a good person and you can show people love and you can show people kindness. And guess what? True control can mean when you can look at people who you know that aren't for you, even if they talk shit about you, you can still let them do what they do and just continue to keep moving with your mission. Because you're in control of your feelings. You're in control of who you are. No matter what they say about you. Because if you made in his image in any form or fashion, then you already know they're going to drag you through the dirt. So you can't allow them to, especially when you're a man. You know, that's why I told my sister that she was like, I like this guy. He said he a hothead though. I said, well, he just basically telling me he's still a child. Because men don't allow other men or other people to control their emotions. Because when you really, really look at it, I'm not tripping. If somebody was to post my address on the internet today, because I already know what'll happen if you come fucking with me. Excuse my French. So I wouldn't let that rattle me at all. I wouldn't let anybody who attempted to rattle me say, oh, you used to work with this person and this happened. That wouldn't bother me at all. Because I've made mistakes. When you understand who you are, you can confront your truth and you know where you've been. You already know. You can expect that. What else are they going to do? They have to look for things that they have to find holes in your armor. But once God starts to become your armor, there are no holes. You feel me? Mm-hmm. There are no holes in your armor. You know, they can look for it, you know, but there are no holes in your armor. It's like, I'm cool. You know, you can't, you're not going to make me take on your energy. You're not going to make me take on because you're unhappy with yourself. You need all of that stuff. That's fine, man. I hope you got 50 Benzes in your driveway. You stupid motherfuckers, only 7 days a week. You can only drive one car. So who cares? If you get that much money and if you living that good, then go look for somebody to help. Go look for somebody to bless. Because in the times that we're in right now, we need people who are looking for people to try to help. Because there's so many people out here who need help, man. There's so many people out here right now. I'm blessed. I ain't got to worry about how I'm going to get no food. But I can't say what'll happen tomorrow. I can't say what'll happen next week. But I'm blessed. I got money at my account. But I can't say what'll happen tomorrow. I can't say I might not have to call you up and say, Don, look, I'm on your side of town. Can you? I don't know. But I do know the moment that I'm living in right now, I'm living in a moment that I'm thankful. Because look at the guy in Detroit who was complaining about the woman coughing on the bus. Complaining and was pleading with people, please take this virus serious. And 2 weeks later, he did. Man, that broke my heart. Man, that broke my heart yesterday. I really did everything I could. That really broke my and to be honest with y'all, just to really keep it gangster, it really got me kind of scared.
Yeah, it's serious. God just been trying to show us things in all forms and fashion, and we just cannot get it for the life of us. You know what I'm saying? It's a all eyes on me thing, and it doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, God, what you gonna have to do? You dropping people like flies to warn us, and we still do not get it. And he used someone that's, you know, well known, so we can come together. He probably like, let me see if how good they can come together if I lock up this brother. This is a child of mine, and he needs some help, and I need to put him to the side anyway, so I can work on him because he's gonna do some things for me. And let me see if I can use this. This is gonna be my tool to pull these black people together, see if they gonna work together. And we still cannot get it right. God has shut down our means of work. You know what I'm saying? He proven to mute R. Kelly, that I can mute everybody like John Legend that talked against him and wanted him muted. He cannot perform now. He's sitting at home with no job. And all the rest of these artists that went against Robert, that's sitting on the sideline, and they see and they don't have any work. And that's what I said. We when what it's gonna take? Like I said, angels, God can drop dead angels out this sky right now, and we still won't get it, and we won't even be like, okay, this ain't the end of the world, whatever. And you have time to repent, and you looking at these dead angels falling out the sky, and you still acting a damn fool. No warning.
You know when they'll get it, Miss Diamond, and I truly believe this. At least for me, this is what I learned, and I hope everybody paying attention to me when I say this. Tupac said, the realest niggas don't have a lot of friends. And I had to stop and focus and say, why did my dude say that? Because he be saying some really deep stuff, because I'm a deep thinker. And when I thought about that, he said, because when you start to stand for something, when you start to stand for what's right, you're not going to have a lot of people who are going to want to be around you and migrate to your spirit, that energy. Like, everybody is not, when you meet them, they're not going to be willing to tell you. Like when you first meet people, when you first meet them, they love to, I'm pretty sure y'all can attest to this. You ever met somebody and they love to make you like they done worked the biggest jobs and they done had all the money in the world. They done been here and done this and done that, and they still kind of holding on to that shit. But how many people do you know that when you meet them, they will be humble enough to tell you about all their fuck-ups? Because it's the people's screw-ups who will tell you who they really truly are. Because when they tell you about their screw-ups, then they're going to tell you about how they bounce back from those things. And a man, or a person, I should say, is determined on how they bounce back from situations. That's how you determine who people are. But when you meet a lot of folks sometimes, they love to brag, say, oh man, I used to have 5 and 6 cars, man. I used to make 100, and there ain't nothing wrong with that, and that's cool. But when you meet people, that's like when I go on dates with folks, I'll be like, don't tell me all the good shit about you, because it's too easy for anybody to tell me everything that's good. Tell me some bad shit about you. Tell me some shit that you learned about yourself that you figure like, ugh, I know that this is something that I really need to stop, or I really need to work on. Because see, when you can get to that point with yourself, I ain't talking about other people. When you can get to that point yourself, then you'll start growing as a person. And then that energy will start affecting other people. And once you become comfortable in that type of skin, a lot of folks ain't going to want to be around you no more. And the reason why they ain't going to want to be around you no more is because they still walking around being super fake. And you ain't gonna have too many people who are still super fake, want to still be in a room with somebody who's actually a very you ain't gonna have somebody who's super fake still want to be in a room or sitting across from a room with somebody that is comfortable with saying, listen, I love people regardless. I don't care if her purse is a Gucci purse or if it came from TJ Maxx. I still love her just the same, because I don't walk around with that type of energy. I just love people. In fact, I ain't even paying attention to another person anyway, or her shoes anyway. I'm paying attention to what her spirit is giving off, or what his spirit is giving off. When you get comfortable and somebody say, well, and where you really could be like, well, hell, I'm comfortable with what I got, regardless if it's Gucci or no matter where it came from, because my energy ain't focused on all the stuff that's superficial. People don't believe that, but it's true. Those little things about a human being tells you who a person is. So you already know when you're talking to them, my energy ain't gonna fuck with this person. So there's no need for me to call you. There's no need for me to talk with you. There's no need for me to try to be friends with you. When you're talking on the phone with somebody, you can tell, like, I can't deal with this person. This person ain't a real person. You already know. And guess what? The truth will find you. Because when you're alone and you by yourself, that's what's happening right now. All of this that's going on, God ain't doing nothing but exposing people. Because this is going to expose who you are. If you're a hustler, if you know how to be patient, if you know how to be disciplined, anything that God want to know, all of this that's going on right now, all it's doing is just exposing who you are as a person. And guess what? You're going to have to figure out, I got to migrate to the right people, because some people don't have wisdom. So they'll always give their money to the wrong folks. They'll always be friends with the wrong people. They'll always constantly fuck with the wrong folks. And you know why? Because they have not trained their eye.
And I know I got a distraction going on now, but I just had to do something in the name of Jesus. And like I told him, I don't get down with this drama and stuff. And I said, sweetheart, I just want you to do something for me. Pay attention to the devils that's trying to destroy your soul, because God is watching. So, don't bring it to me. I just want to let him know, God got me, but you need to watch the devils that's distracting you and playing with your soul, sweetheart, because the devil is damaging your soul. And that's one thing about it, So, and I don't know how old he is, but it just seems to me that, it's a bunch of little younger crowd that's dealing with this demonic spirit. And if I can help these young men and speak to them and talk to them, and they call me and I talk to them, I tell them right, like I would tell my own boys, my own young men, black men, I would do that. And I even with,
you know why that's gonna be hard for you, Diamond? Because the truth of it is that, and that's not being disrespectful, I had to tell my mom this. See, I told my mother, you did an amazing job as a woman, teaching me moral and right from wrong. And that's what you were supposed to do. But if a boy don't see no man, he can't be no man. Because see, you might be telling him the right things, but it's just received different when it comes from a male. And especially, like, for instance, if it's a male that, and I had to learn these things. Like, I didn't do everything right as a father. I didn't, and there's certain stuff that I just had to learn because there was a lot of pain that came along with my situation. But, that's why there aren't as many leaders, because the men, we have to step up. See, the worst thing that could have ever happened, because I got this confused. See that term, real nigga? See, they created it where if you go to jail and if you profess to be a street nigga, then you a real nigga. And that's the worst thing that could have happened to us. Because now it's like entrenched in our community. So, and I mean, it's so entrenched into our community. You even hear a lot of women say, well, you have a dude that got a little thug in me, or a lot of little wood. And here's the thing about that. You don't have to be a thug to be a real man. See, if you do something to disrespect me, then as a man, I have to respond to you. But I have to choose. A man is going to think about how he chooses to respond to you. But we're going to talk like men and we're going to get it out the way. But everything that in our community that we deem to be real, they took it and they commercialized it. And they commercialized it until it became a part of our DNA. And now that it's a part of our DNA, it's so hard to let that go. So the ones who are coming behind us as kids, they have nothing or no one to look up to, because you still have 40 and 50 and 30, 40, 50-year-old men still talking about I'm a street nigga. You know, you still had like, you know, they never look back and say, I get it, we all have been in the streets. But then sometimes the realest shit a person can say is say, you know what, when I look back over my life, that's what he said, I have to renew the mind. When he says renew the mind, see, God can't work with you. And I had to learn this myself. Until you make yourself like putty. He said, I can deal with you when you start to become childlike. Well, what is a child? When you tell a child Santa Claus coming tomorrow, he gonna be like, ooh, for real? Okay. Whatever you tell a child, because they're putty, they're easier to mold. So he says, when you come to me, I need for you to come childlike. You're clay. You need to be putty. I need to mold you. But because it's been indoctrinated in our community that you ain't real unless you hard 24/7. Like niggas, you wake up, put your Glock on the table in front of your mom's with the bullets on the table, eating your cereal. It's some goofy shit. But that's what has happened now. That's the idea of what a real man is. That's what being real is. And then you're looked at as of abnormal. If you say, no, man, I'm trying to go to school and get a job and work and take care of my family. You know, they made that the abnormal for us because they've turned everything that black people see what was pain for us. Hustling came out of pain. Women selling their body in prostitution came out of pain because they migrated us to the motherfucking ghetto anyway. So it came out of pain. But what happens when you become a part of something for so long that you just accept it and you become comfortable with it? So now they've made like it's the new norm. It's the same thing with them emasculating these men. They've emasculated all these men. I was just looking the other day and I said, man, I don't get it. How come a lot of the actors that we, what was the show I was watching last night, Black Lightning? And I said, man, this is a great show. I hate they took this show off. I said, but they just couldn't have a black superhero, huh? So now Marvel says the first black superhero they're going to put out is a gay black male. I said, well, why he had to be black and be gay and be a gay black superhero? But that's how they want to put that. They want to do that to our culture. When I was looking at Black Lightning, the girl who was in high school who discovered she had powers, I was like, well, why she got to be a black lesbian and be a hero? But that's what they do to our culture. Everything that we deem to be real, everything that has caused pain, they've turned it into entertainment and made it like it's real for us. So now it's like the new norm. So if you say, I ain't really with that, I don't knock nobody for their choices. I love all people because I'm not God. I can't tell you if you can get into heaven or you cannot get out. But it's so forth as like my household is concerned. If I had, more children, then this is the way I would want my children to see things. I would teach them the proper choices. Now, if you still make that choice, then it's just you. But how can anybody teach any choices when everybody is so lost out here? And what I mean by that is it's a big division. You got the people who are so educated in their minds, they're so arrogant, they think that they're so educated that they don't have time to deal with people in the hood because they think that they're better. And then you have people in the hood who are so motherfucking dumb that they figure like, fuck them people who were able to get an education because I ain't trying to listen to them because they're trying to make me feel like a charity case. When all the while, we're both saying the same thing and we need each other to survive, especially us. So when you get around these people, these people come around and they start using big words and that terminology and bragging about their degrees. And somebody who's never been to school has been like, shit, I don't want to talk around this person. They make me feel fucked. I'm dumb. And guess what? And because of that, you have a lot of people saying that, fuck learn, I'm trying to get to this dough. I ain't got time for this shit. Not really understanding if we took the time to understand one another, we would both see we want the same things. So see, Master figured out, if I come in and if I take one out, and if I give them a Michael Jordan, I give them a R. Kelly, I give them a Oprah Winfrey. I didn't say several. I said a. You don't see several black billionaires. You see a lot of millionaires. You don't see several black billionaires. And that's why, to me, the black billionaires are so selfish, because there aren't that many. And their egos won't let get in the way. There's no reason why we shouldn't have been able to come together a long time ago and said, we got to put together our own music distribution. There should be more than one Tyler Perry Hollywood's up by now. You know, all of these things. But guess what? Because we're so arrogant, because we're concerned about wearing that badge on our chest, you know, everybody is lost. So the men can't teach nobody, and the women can't teach nobody. So, and they've broken down the whole molecular structure of what black people's strength was based on. Think about it. The slaves back in the day, they couldn't read whatsoever, but they had that faith. That's what made Harriet Tubman say, I'm going to pull myself up out of here. I don't even know what 36 inches or 22 feet is. She didn't know about that shit. All she knew was, I'm going to dig these motherfucking holes, and I got to get my people out of here. And she had to be guided by God, the one true living God, not the one that they gave us. So if you notice, back then, black women were stronger. People say, oh, they were dumb. Listen, they were stronger to me because they had less to work with. So they were able to take less and make more. But if you don't study your history, then you don't understand these things. All this stuff, Confucius said, if you want to see where a country is, he says, just listen at the music. Tell me right now, R. Kelly is the last of the Mohicans. Who do you know besides him? And, you know, I came up in the 90s, early 2000s. Who do you know sing with that type of passion now? Who do you know sing with that type of, because he was trying to get out? That's that soul. You got to be anointed by God to get that. And that's the same thing that happened with the slaves. That's why when you look at the Nat Turners, look at the people, they were able to come together and formalize these marches, even though that's why they did not like Malcolm X. They loved Martin Luther King to a certain degree. And the only reason they hated Martin Luther King as much because they didn't want Martin Luther King to wake people up, but they hated Malcolm X. They didn't want anybody who was going to fight back. So when you are submissive, that's why Martin Luther King said, I think I led my people to the slaughter. Because he realized, yes, you can be passive, but think about it. People be like, oh, the Lord, this God, this. And I said, man, listen, let me tell you something. I told my mother this. I know what they taught y'all, but each generation teaches you something different as you go. Let's just be honest. Somebody's decision had to be made that everywhere you go, if you look, Jesus was going to have blue eyes. Somebody had to make that decision. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Somebody had to say, this is the structure of the church. If you're reading the Bible and you're not reading it and you can't see that there are contradictions in it, then something is wrong with you. That has nothing to do with if God is real. That has something to do with you wanting to do the homework and understanding, well, who is it that they told me that God is? Because if you listen and if you understand the way that black people view God back in the day, we couldn't read. So where was the strength coming from? It was coming from the Spirit. So that's how you know we had to be first. That's why when Nat Turner went to the house and he saw all of those books up on the shelf, I believe that those were books. In fact, I know that those are books. When I talk to my sister, I'm not kidding when I tell y'all this. Do you know that there are some books, unless you have a lot of money, that the way that this country was set up, that you will never be able to afford? My sister was able to get somebody to download them on a PDF file. But it's like a book of laws and stuff, the way that this country was set up. I'm talking about these books cost $12,000 and $13,000. You can buy them, but you have to have the money. But my point of it is that these people are handing these things over to their children. This country was built on Freemasonry. It wasn't built on religion. So when you understand that, then you got to say, well, hell, when they gave us freedom, we couldn't have been really free, because it took 2 years later for it to happen afterwards. And think about it. After they set us free, all they did was take the chains off of your neck, your arms, and the rest of your body. And they told you, they said, listen, you can go over here and migrate to this part of the country. But guess what? What good does it do for you to go over there and be free and migrate to that part of the country when you can't still go everywhere and drink out the same water fountain and eat the same goddamn food? So we was never really free. We was only given a Jedi mind trick. And it's the same Jedi mind trick in the motherfucking system. Same Jedi mind trick when you get stopped by the police. Same Jedi mind trick when you work on the job. Because they figured out, listen, have you ever been talking? Let me ask y'all something. Have you ever been talking? Let's say it's you a couple of brothers and you a couple of, like if you at the gym, this happened to me at the gym before, and y'all talking in the huddle. And if they see a couple of y'all meet, and they be looking like, they know what they're talking about, and they try to ease their way in the conversation. You ever had that happen?
That's all the time.
Because, absolutely. Because they know and they can see and they can sense what they're over there talking about. What they're over there migrating about. So they gotta know. Whenever you see them coming and you see them smiling, they're not coming and smiling because they like you. They coming and they smiling because they want information. But see, we mistake their smiles into thinking, oh, Mr. So-and-so like me. No, Mr. So-and-so tolerates you. You have something that Mr. So-and-so won't. And see, they've been able to figure out, listen, if I can make money with you, you're amazing. But they're very good at playing the defensive role. Why? Oh my God. Really? I mean, I had no idea. When all the while, they always knew, because they understand how to play the Jedi mind trick. So when you think about it, I'm looking at this pastor in Dallas. I'm looking at him the other day. He told the people, now don't you let the devil now stop you from giving those tithes. You run right over there. Look, he said, you run right over there. He said, you run right over there to Federal Express. You run right over there and you go to the post office. But whatever you do, don't you let the devil stop you from giving them tithes. Now, this is a man. I got you, Shay. This is a man. I see you. I got you. This is a man who is worth $900 million as a pastor. He got a runway in his backyard. The people built him 2 planes. And I'm going to myself, how can this be that these people have no money? And when they asked him, they said, well, why do you? It was him, Jesse Duplantis, and Creflo Dollar. I remember seeing this. And they said, well, why do you need a 747? He said, well, most people got to understand that when you're flying, and I need to stretch my legs, and I got to stretch my arms up. I got to stretch my arms up high so I can reach up to the Lord and pray for him. But when I'm flying commercial and I'm in the airport, I can't do that. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, if you go back and you start to do history as a whole, I believe in my heart of hearts, you'll who God is for yourself. And you won't depend on no advisor or no leader. Your spirit is your leader. You control what you feed your spirit. You control who you listen to. But if you don't do the research and if you don't do the work, then you will never know. And see, you can tell that that's what people are doing because they quick to follow anything. I tell people, do the research. And they say, why does it matter? It do matter. Go read it. King James was gay. When he died, he was buried in between both of his mothers. So that's not stuff that I'm making up. It's right there. You got to ask yourself, there are many books that were taken out of the Bible. If I was going to sell you a car, you would want me to remove anything from the goddamn Blue Book report, because that's how you're going to make the decision if that car is for you. If I took anything off of that report, then guess what? When you buy that car and if it breaks down and you would have it looked up again, you're going to say, well, wait a minute. He didn't tell me that all of this stuff was missing off of the report. Well, it's too late now. You done took all your hard-earned money, and you got to figure out a way. You're going to have to make this car work for you. So I tell people, you have to wake up, and you have to pay attention. And I didn't want to believe this because when I started doing research, but my personal opinion, every single thing that was done, it was done to oppress us, because everything they mimic, they steal, and they destroy. And we are the only people who don't. We are the only people who don't study our enemy. We don't study our enemy. We study everything that the enemy has to offer, but we don't study our enemy. They study us though. I remember a guy at a retirement home one time. He was a psychiatrist. And he said, I know that you love music. And I said, why is that? He said, because they pay me. He said, Macy's, Dillard's, all these big companies. He said, they paid me to do psychological, listen to what I'm telling y'all now. He said, they paid me to do psychological research on people, especially minorities and certain people. And that's how we know what type of music to play, what type of colors to put in the store when you shop, what's going to make people spend money. And I said, wow, that's crazy. I said, y'all spend y'all time studying us like that? I said, it'll only make sense since we the best. And he started laughing, but I was really being serious. You know, and I tell folks all the time, listen, there's information out there, you know, when you look and when you dig deep. But when I pray, this is me. I can't tell anybody what to do. I just tell God, just reveal the truth to my heart. I don't want to be wrong. Don't let me say nothing that'll be wrong. Because see, people love to just argue for the sake of knowledge. And it's like, look, brother, I'm not trying to argue with you for the sake of knowledge. You might have read every book on the shelf. But if you read every book on the shelf and you didn't get nothing of wisdom from it, you just got a lot of knowledge. That's all. You just have read every book on the shelf, but you haven't got anything out of those books that is actually telling you that's going to help give the benefit of our folks and for us to grow and to become better. And so because we're not starting with the basics, they've ruined the basic principles for us. Think about it. Women used to grow food. My grandma used to have a garden. Kids were healthier. Look at some of these kids. I look at some of these girls and be like, man, you can't be 12 years old. I don't want no daughters. You can't be. I don't want to have to kill one of these niggas for looking at you because your titties is bigger than your mama's, or you and your mama look like sisters. I don't want that. But it's out here because of the shit that they put in the food. Everything is a price gouge. Everything is a come up. And you know who everybody coming up off of? Us. Because we can be easily manipulated. Think about it. You go to the hood, what you see in Chicago, in a lot of places, not all, but in LA, because I live there too, in New York, you see the Chinese restaurants, you see the Indians come through and open the bodegas. Everybody come in and sell us back all the shit that we created. That's what be funny. Chinese come through and they busting down and they open up all these motherfucking weed shops. And I'm like, that's amazing. I remember I asked one of my homegirls, man, your chicken be good. Why you don't want to open up like something? She said, I ain't got time to be frying no chicken. Oh, really? As good as you cook? That's crazy. Who's to say that you have to stay there frying chicken? You start one business and you open up something else. All I'm saying is black dollars have to circulate amongst each other. But if we all think that we too good to open up these type of businesses, cleaners, car driving services, but nobody want to do it no more. You know why? Because all of us want the quick dollar now, because they put the fuck shit in the community. So you gotta be waving a bunch of guns and acting like you selling like mad dope. Because that's why none of the relationships work. Think about it. These microwave motherfuckers, I'm just being honest with you. I ain't got time for that. I was listening to something the other day. The girl said, I can't deal with those. Some show I was watching, she said, I can't deal with those 9 to 5 niggas unless he an accountant or a doctor. And I said, well, what doctor want to deal with you? You dumb as fuck. What doctor want to deal with you? But you know why? You don't want to put no work in it because you're too weak to put the work in anything. So you don't want to start from the bottom because you ain't got no strength. Not understanding all the while, even if you get some at the top, you could get the top nigga. You ain't gonna be able to keep him because you still too weak. But it's much easier for you to choose that. And it's the same thing with dudes. Nobody want to put no work into nothing no more. So therefore, there is no more black structure. There is no more leaders. Nobody wants to do it. Everybody say, oh, you know, I ain't dating no man that ain't got no potential. Well, somebody got to date your ass. If I met you and if I met you and if you didn't have nothing, then your family would be like, man, that nigga over there making all that money and he can't help you go through school. So at the end of the day, it's all about understanding the system of saying we pour into a pot. If I got a love seat and if you got a sofa, we got a living room set. But because there's no more structure, because nobody wants to do the work no more, because everybody looking for the nigga that's sitting on the table with all the money piled up in the dough. Or everybody wants to look for the executive or look for the nigga that's playing for the Texans or the Rockets. When you go to the club, all you got to do is just look at the VIP. You see all these pretty girls trying to get into the VIP, kicking it with us. And you know what they all be thinking? Yeah, she cute, but I could suck his dick a little bit better than her. I don't get him. That's what they be thinking. That's why a lot of these women will take, if you got money, it's not very difficult to get them. Because social media is no longer about, it's a gift and a curse now. Nothing is about trying to build anything of substance. These marriages that you see, I was like, why does Meghan Markle think that her marriage was going to be anything else? It don't take a common science to figure out. The motherfucking people, the queen and them, they got their money off of black people. They was one of the key people in slavery. She jumped her ass up over there and married him, thought that it was going to be better. No, the cameras wasn't going to like your motherfucking ass. His brother already told him, why did you marry? You don't marry the fun girl. That's what he said. You don't marry the fun girl. And if people are paying attention, they didn't want to be with him. Now I commend him because guess what? I bet you when he found out his brother was cool with Jeffrey Epstein, when they was asking that motherfucker on the goddamn thing, were you cool with Jeffrey Epstein? He was sweating like bullets. He know his brother, his family into that old freaky shit. Some people believe in marriage in their bloodline. So what he do? And what the queen say? If you gonna leave here, you gonna leave here with no money, and you gonna sign a non-disclosure that you ain't gonna never talk none about this. So he did what a real man was supposed to do. I respect him for that. He took his wife and he burnt up, and he trying to make a way for himself. But she ain't married. She thought she was gonna marry somebody that like it was gonna be peaches and cream. Hell no. Ain't no motherfucking way. politicians who lying. They stealing the money. Not putting the money back into the communities. You know, because everybody is about self. It's not about saying we want to make sure. And then they love these people. Well, I was able to go to school and catch the bus, and and I did this, and I got scholarships. Hey, man, that's a beautiful thing. So if you figured out, or if you had a parent to help you figure it out, let's get together and go and help some of the other parents who might not know how to figure it out for their kids, bro. But y'all spend so much time standing on these motherfucking soapboxes, beating people down until, guess what? You don't have anything, or you don't have anyone to, you're not proving anything to anybody. You're not helping anybody. You're only feeding your ego. So, you can try as much as you want to, and it's a beautiful thing that as a woman that you try to help a lot of these young men. But it's like in the Black Panther days, the women were teaching the girls how to be women, and the men were teaching the young boys how to be men.
Let me tell you about this, and you're right about that though, because I separated from my husband. I moved here to Houston. And I think my baby boy, I think he was 12. And like I said, he got a spirit of like his wisdom is like he's been here, like he got a spirit of an old wise man. And so Lord, this poor child right here. I just have to pray for Dom K. Baby, God bless you, and put that energy. You say you're in college. Put that energy into your books, okay? And stop fighting for another man that's not bringing not bringing nothing that makes sense to the table, okay? That's good. That's a blessing. But anyway, Eddie, like I was saying, my son, he told me, he's like, Mama, he wants to go and be with his dad. And he said, you're doing a great job. He told me I was doing a great job as a mother. He told me that he said, you just can't teach me what a man can teach me. And I'm like, wait a minute, did your daddy tell you to call and tell me that so he could get you? But my baby, he's like, no. He said, then from one, my dad, you like to travel, but daddy don't. You like to travel, but daddy, he don't like to travel. And so anyway, I'm like, I prayed about it, and I said, you know what? I said, he probably right. And I let him go and stay with his dad, and that was, I think that was the best thing I could have done for him, because his father was hard on him and pushed him to be a man. My son is respectful, and things like that. It was great.
That's a beautiful thing, and they say that he recognized that, because now the relationship can be, because me and my mother went through that. I had that conversation with my mom. I had to tell my mother, listen, you were an amazing mother. You did a great job, but you can't make me be a man. Mm-hmm. And it's unfortunate that I had to bump my head a couple of times. But people get so caught up in when a person learns the lesson, just be glad they learned the lesson, man. It's like, because you have some people that they never get it. They never get the lesson. So if you find somebody who, learns the lesson, man, be happy. Because some people, they never get the lesson. They never ever get the lesson. You'd be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. This person never did get the lesson. So you can get knowledge from anywhere. Sometimes I'll be talking to my niece, and my niece will say some stuff, and I'll be like, man, that's crazy that she knows and she's aware of these things at this age, but she's very, very insightful. And because I get it, they're learning things at an alarming rate. Rate more quicker than we did when we were 4 and 5 years old. So, and it's some stuff she's corrected me on, but there's nothing wrong with it, because true wisdom is going to always stay open to knowledge. You don't focus on where it comes from. You just take the wisdom and you use it. Like I told a guy, relationships will go a lot better if people wouldn't be like, well, that's a man's job. I ain't gonna let no woman do this. Get on with that, man. Because the truth of it is, in relationships are about two people coming together. And if you and that person ain't coming together, y'all ain't gonna never win. And people don't believe that, but I'm telling you, I'm like,
you taking your medicine, Eddie? Look, we up in here I'm wrapped up in the blanket. I done burnt I gotta get another damn electric blanket. I done burnt the damn wires up in this joker. It's tired of it. I'm like, and it's raining like crazy. I'm like, the doctor told me not to go out. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go to Walmart, give me another electric blanket. But yeah.
Hey, look, I'm telling people, man, stay in as much.
Keep y'all ass at home, shit.
Because I was walking around and I got my mask and my gloves, and I'm looking at people going, y'all are crazy to be walking around here not covering your mouth at all.
You know what? They stealing cell phones and stuff now. They gonna start stealing masks and hand sanitizers. Look, they watch the streets. The streets, you gonna have people walking around. I got some hand sanitizer for you for about $100.
Absolutely, man.
Oh, that's so
I was looking at some of the folks. I was in the store and I was like, dear God, man, are you kidding me? You can't be telling me that you walking around here and you think you that cute, that you ready to die, and you ain't gonna put no mask on. Come on, man.
Yeah, and I want to send a shout out to Dr. Rogers. She blessed some people on her channel and stuff like that. And that was real sweet, to help with the hardship that they had going on. So I want to send a shout out to her. I was laying in my bed and I seen her on live. I don't have nothing to do but go on, and I avoid, the drama channels, because I'm not gonna go on no channel with a bunch of drama, because I don't need that in my spirit. But it was nice and calm and stuff like that. And she blessed a few people on her channel. So hats off to her, because I like to give recognitions to people when they doing things like that for people.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, and if it came from the heart, shout out to her and blessings to her. That's all I can say, as far as that concerned. If it came from the heart, we need more people to follow in line.
Yeah. So I just want to give a shout out and stuff. But
I just want you to tell you, I didn't mean to take up majority of y'all time. I know y'all probably tired of me talking.
Shit, here I'm just sitting here chilling here. I can't do nothing but go upstairs or come downstairs, go in the refrigerator, eat and get fat, and hope I can wear my clothes when we can come out of this mess.
No, you're gonna be okay, man. We all gonna be okay. We just gotta continue to keep fighting.
Yeah. I just, what I said. I just said, God, whatever lesson you trying to teach us, please make it clear to me so I can learn from your life learning lessons. And because I don't question God. I just tell him to just give me the knowledge on what you trying to show me. I don't know about nobody else, but I want him to just, show me. And I'm not no perfect person. Hell, I'm up and down sometimes. Hell, the live I did, I would cuss it like crazy. And I was just, out of it,
And there ain't wrong with that, but I don't think that you have to
Thank you, Gospel.
I don't think you have to do that anymore because, people know. I mean, the people who've been rocking with you, they know what you're about. Just stay on your path and just do your part because you never know. As long as you, like they say, when you're running a race, can't really pay too much attention to who's on the side of you. You just got to continue to keep running your race, and if you've done your part, you never know. Your part might be that part that wins the race or gets you guys to the big dance. And even if it don't, you know that you've inspired somebody to do things the right way and to walk in that greatness. And that's all you can do, because you can fight and you continue to fight for R. Kelly, and we all will. and he has to continue to pray for himself, which I'm sure that he is doing those things.
That's what I heard, just listening and stuff like that. I don't try to get all kinds of stuff and put up here because everything is not for the public. But talking to people that's close to him, they said he got that spirit of Christ. It's just the demonic spirits he's fighting too. And so they said he will pray. He'll pray in a heartbeat. They said one time he just started praying, just decided to pray and start speaking in tongues. Like he started speaking in tongues. So he just fighting them demons, and then when you got a bunch of demonicness around you and stuff, but God, when he holds on to you, he hold on to you. He let things happen to you, but he holds on to you. He hold on to your spirit because he's not gonna let the devil take that spirit. So
no, only thing I hope that a lot of the times I say that's why as we grow, we have to be mindful of who we choose as to be our friends. Not that it's not about people being perfect, but it's just about people who are honest enough to say that, hey, I still go through stuff too. I just don't like the people who try to act like, no, I ain't a thief. And, all the while, like, nigga, you just stole like 5 or 6 bank accounts. You know what I mean? Like, if you're struggling with something, then that's okay because we all are struggling with something.
You know what, though? I can honestly say, and I thank God for that. My dad raised us, and we came in my mom's life when we was teenagers. But there was one thing that, and I'm glad my dad put in our head, the stealing. Never in my life. I have seen so many people. I had a situation at my job. I was sick and I was out for a while, and I'm like, good grief. So when I go into my place of business, somebody left their phone, and in the phone, it was, money that could have paid some bills for me for a while, and so I reached out to the secretary. I'm like, look, somebody left their phone here, and then my phone was broke down and tore up, and I needed a new phone. So I'm like, I know this is a test. Like, God, you don't test me like that, because I ain't rocking that way. So I went and I told the secretary, I'm like, look, somebody left their phone sitting on the bench out here, and and it was dark. And the lights went off, so the camera wouldn't have seen me pick it up. But I told her, I said, it's gonna be in my place of business. I said, you can unlock it and get it for her. And so the woman, she left a note, and she said that's all she had. She said that was all the money she had to pay her bill, and she grateful that somebody got it like me. And so she left me $150 on my desk, saying thank you. So, if you do the right things, God will bless you. There's no need to take from nobody or scheme nobody or harm nobody. Just do the right things. Sometimes it might be hard, like feel like you're not getting anywhere, but keep pushing and keep trying, and it'll come through, and God will send somebody your way to help lift you up a little more.
Absolutely.
And that's how it's supposed to go.
Absolutely.
You know?
And that's why you don't never have to worry about looking for people, you know, organically.
They'll come.
And, yeah, it'll come organically. You and I became friends organically. You know, it wasn't anything behind it. I listened at other people's channels, just like I listened at yours. It just didn't pan out that way. And that's cool, too. I don't have, you know, no hard feelings, and they shouldn't have any hard feelings. You know, I wish that they would, you know, I'm glad, I mean, I hope that they do their thing. It's just that, but I know what type of energy I have. And I like to try to align myself with people who have the same type of energy, you know. And that's just it. You know, keep yourself aligned with the right things, and try not to put yourself around people who you think that are going to make you come outside of your character. But on the flip side, too, there are certain people who will push you to where you got to be like, okay, I need for you to understand. Don't mistake my calmness for weakness. You know, don't mistake my patience for me being, you know, a person that won't get on your ass. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm just trying to exercise in good faith. So sometimes for us to do that, we just got to say, you know what, I'm not going to even entertain this shit at all. Mm-hmm. You know, because if you do, you'll start finding yourself that you'll be entertaining shit over and over and over again. And before you know it, you'll be like, God damn, I was trying not to get wrapped up in this goddamn circus. Now I'm a part of the damn circus.
Oh, shit, y'all better pull me back. Pull me back, damn it. No, let me get in there. I don't want to be no ringmaster, honey. Let me stay up in my little corner and chill.
You'd be like, I wasn't even trying to be a part of this circus, man.
I'm not gonna be a part of it. I'm not. That young man, he you know, I'm woman enough to, you know, keep stuff off the YouTube thing. And the young man, I was texting him outside of this here, and he decided, you know, I'm like, God bless you, and I hope you do well in college. And because I didn't entertain the bullshit he was texting me, and I said, God bless you, and I wish you well at college. He brought his damn crazy ass up on his screen, thought he was gonna aggravate me, baby, but bless you, honey, because I see you young and you still got a lot to learn.
Yeah, but, you know, it's certain folks that, yeah, you gotta let them feel it a little bit before they get it. You know, and I guarantee you, them same people, some form of fashion, he just always set it up that way for them to come back and say, I understand what you was talking about. I didn't get it at first. Now I get it. Mm-hmm. So, you know.
I treat him like my kids when I talk to my daughter, because remember I told you my daughter, that child there, and I, you know, she's schizophrenic, bipolar, and she would talk, she had like I was a ghost. And I'm like, honey, I'll let you'll come back to me when you get your ass in some shit. You know, and I treat these little kids on this little YouTube shit like mine. I'm not gonna entertain your damn drama.
Yeah, I mean, because, you know, it's really kind of senseless. You know, make no sense to when you know somebody like, okay, I can see you finna bump your head. So because I know you finna bump your head, I'm not gonna enjoy you when you do it. But you know, pain is necessary. Yeah,
life learning lessons here. Yeah.
Pain is necessary.
Crazy.
So I love y'all, man. I didn't mean to take up that much of y'all time.
I love y'all too here.
And I just made me some soup, homemade. So I profess myself to be a pretty good cook, so I'm gonna go dive into it a little bit.
Okay, look, Eddie done used us, y'all. He said, let me talk to them while I'm up in here cutting up my potatoes and all that good stuff.
Look, actually, that's what I was doing too. I was cutting up them potatoes and everything, man. You know, so now I'm just trying to get better, man. And I'm hoping that things will get better.
Well, and get well soon. Get well soon.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna definitely do my best.
I might have to come over there and rob you for some masks and gloves.
Man, come on, yeah, I got you, man. Let me know. I got a place where you can get you some, and you know, and I got some too. So
yeah, well, text me and let me know where to go. Look, thanks for the Bible study.
Of course, see, I wasn't really trying to do a Bible study. You're welcome. I was just trying to I guess give y'all some things that I've learned along the way, but you know, I truly appreciate it.
We can learn from each other. We can learn not how to be, see how not to be assholes, and learn so much and stuff from each other. You know, what can we learn? We can learn from each other. I just ask God that whatever to listen, please let me get it. I know that's right. Banging me, Jordan. We appreciate it. For life. What's up? R.Kelly for life. Wheels. But we're gonna get on off here. I'm gonna go join Trent at 7:00. I'm gonna get there a little early with his live.
So that's what's up. I'll make sure that I'll be listening.
And this is the time where if you're sitting at home to meditate and be with family, you know, and just gather yourself and just sit back and just look at the life learning lessons in the past, and what can we do to change things, and how can we grow, and how can we be effective in the situation, because obviously an entire year, almost July, and we still doing the same BS, fighting among each other, people stealing from the followers and supporters and things like that. And Robert still locked up. The coronavirus is getting people out. You see different people, they letting people out slowly. And you have somebody that's sitting in there just waiting a trial, can't get out. And what God trying to tell us? We ain't doing something right. And this man just sitting waiting on his trial.
Right. And that's because, you know, I feel like they want to break him.
I don't think he can be broken from what I heard, but you know, he's only human.
Well, you know, Capricorns are very stubborn people.
I am too. Here, Taurus too. Shit, I'm not.
Oh yeah, Capricorns and Tauruses, they have like a high durability for pain and stressful situations. So I would have to lean towards, and they kind of arrogant too. You know, he would probably rather crawl up under a rock before he tells somebody I did all these things. You know what I mean? So he's gonna fight for his innocence, from what I know about Capricorn.
Yeah, and shit. You see what Bill Cosby said? Y'all got me messed up. I be damned if I say I have remorse for something I didn't do just to get some damn probation. I would die my blind ass up in here before I tell anyone that I have remorse, because I didn't do nothing that y'all said I did to them women.
Man, let me tell you when I knew Bill Cosby was a real dude, and I'm gonna let y'all go. When Bill Cosby was coming out of court and they was holding his arm, and when that nigga hit that little shuck and jive dance, man, I went to pieces when he did that. When they was asking him, when they was screaming his name, and he was just walking out of court. And you know that little dance he used to do when he turned around real quick on the Cosby Show? Man, when he hit that little dance, I said, man, Bill not worried about these people. He is not worried about these people. You can tell he a strong dude. He like, y'all can lock me up. I didn't do what these people are saying. And he didn't. And people are like, oh yeah, he admitted to it. I said, that's not what he locked up for. You know, they asked him back in the day. I mean, I hate to say it, but in the 70s, I mean, I was little, but still, goddamn, people was putting Quaaludes and shit like that in people and having those parties and stuff like that in these places. So, you know, man.
Okay, Luke.
You know, all types of Spanish flies and all these different things and going to these parties and having orgies and stuff like that. That shit wasn't uncommon. So, for them to try to make it like he was the face of rape culture, and that's not what it was. They convicted. I mean, they broke their own law to convict him. That's because that's what they wanted to do. That's not the way it was supposed to go. So, but with the people who were really trying to fight, we just have to come together and make sure that doesn't happen to R. Kelly. At least fight as much as we can. To try to make sure that after that has happened, the rest is going to be up to God and be up to the courts. But as long as everybody's doing their part and staying on their path and not getting sidetracked by the bullshit, that's all that's important.
You know what? This is my pledge. I pledge not to get in any drama of anything, but if a person that's involved in the takedown, a robber trying to rob, steal, and destroy him, they will come out just like these alleged accusers. I will bring that information out. I don't care who it is. But the other stuff, the drama and stuff, that unnecessary stuff, I pledge that I will not, Texas Black Diamond will not get involved in it, no matter what they try to do. But I'm a bull. I'm a Taurus. I'm very stubborn. And I have been through a lot. So can't nobody break me and put me through nothing more than what I have gone through in my lifetime. God built me for this. So y'all keep the peace. Y'all be careful. # keep your asses at home. And I pray for your families, your homes, and in all your surroundings, and that you be safe and y'all inhale the healthy air and stay out of that corona mess, baby.
Right.
Stay out of the corona mess. I thank God I don't have a shit. Yeah.
Man, look, there's so many people. I'm like, I look at Chris Como, and I was shocked when he said that he got it. I was like, my goodness, man, I hate that he had it because he's been fighting.
Wait a minute, who you said got it?
Chris Como.
That was sad. He locked in his, at least in his garage looked nice. Well, his basement looked nice. Hell, I'm like, shit, you all right down there?
Right.
But he just
he don't look too bad.
Yeah, he got a sense of humor. I know he's scared. You could tell because I think on one he was talking to a nurse and he was crying, and being down there without his family because he wanted to make sure. And I don't know about the family yet. They did a test. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Eddie, you guys. We gonna have him whenever and I appreciate Eddie whenever he the quiet after the storm. He come in and ease everything down, all the tension and stuff. Cause honey, I don't know what went down this today. I just came down to give my little information. I swear a whole bunch of flies on some doo-doo. I'm like, what the hell going on around? So thank you for that.
You're welcome. Don't get distracted, man. Just stay on course.
And I appreciate my moms for holding it down because I try not to look at the chat because it was just so much. I say don't look because you don't need to get frustrated. And my moms did a great job. I appreciate them so much. And I'm, even though I'm off for a while, I still got you ladies and gentlemen for being in here doing this for me. And I appreciate it.
Like they say, if it don't affect your faith, don't let it affect your day.
Oh, it's nice. When I get out here, I'm go to this refrigerator and be like, God, just to let me grab something that's not gonna have me. I worked hard to get back in my clothes. I fell off that building. I've been going through physical therapy for a while, and it did a lot. I lost a lot of my memory when I fell off the fourth floor.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so that's why I say God is God. I was working with All you have to do, Hampton, is push on his icon by his name, and it'll take you to his page. It won't take you off this channel, but it'll take you to his page, and you can subscribe. Make sure you push the notification bell twice. And a lot of people say they haven't been getting notification from me. Push the notification bell twice, so that way you'll get the info. You know. So. And blessing to you too, honey. I'll be blessing to y'all all. It really was very calming. Yes, baby, we need that quietness off the storm, baby.
Man, I'm telling you, I just can't wait till a couple of like a month or two from now, and just to see. It's gonna be really interesting to see who's still standing and who's still fighting for this guy. And that's what I can't wait to see. Because you know what, I'm gonna be honest. After the storm really clears, that's when y'all gonna probably really see me go real raw. Because then I'm gonna talk my real shit on what I really want to say. You know. Right now, I'm just kind of just sitting back and allowing people to do what they do. Because I have an idea in my own mind. But sometimes the best way to let people play themselves is to let them play themselves.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes because a lot of this is not for this, and you have to be very, very careful. Matter of fact, I had a chance to do an interview, and I said, you know what? I thought about it. I said no. I said because the questions that I have written down and stuff for this person, I'm not gonna do that because it's certain things you can say and ask, and then they answer it. It can do some damage. You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't feel right about it. My spirit didn't feel right, and I said, just point them to his attorneys. Point him to his attorneys, and let them, get with them and get information from them because that's what he needs.
Right.
Because, when you do stuff like that, you bring somebody out of the bushes and put them out there like that. You're going to have people messing with them or threatening them not to go and talk on Robert's behalf, and stuff like that. And then you have people preparing themselves for what this person going to say and try to, come in and take away what he has for Robert. So I was like, no, just let that be. You don't need that interview. Singer Penny had too and donated money to the. Oh, okay, Pink. Okay, she got the virus too. Well, we're gonna get off here, you guys, and I'm praying for everybody. Y'all stay healthy, okay? Just
y'all too, man.
Yeah, stay healthy. Everybody stay healthy. Make just stay in the house. It ain't gonna kill your shit. There, stay in the house. You can learn yourself, learn your family. Learn your husband or wife. Y'all probably don't even know a lot about each other because everybody in and out.
Just do like I do. Get you a big pot of this student I got, and I got me some peach Hennessy.
I'm on these anti, so I can't drink nothing. I'm about to go crazy. All this stuff on this bar.
Right, but you're gonna be. As soon as you get out, you'll be back to normal, man. So I love y'all, man.
We love you too.
Don't, and I mean that. I don't, say that lightly. I love people. Don't get distracted.
Okay.
Just stay focused.
Hey, Kay, baby, happy belated birthday, honey. You still can celebrate your birthday. It's the weekend. Black folk, we celebrate a whole month.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and love it. I appreciate you too. Wheels, appreciate you. Eddie, thank you for coming on. Bringing peace after the storm.
It's all good, babe. I got you. I usually pick, when I see you come on, if I can get on here, I'm gonna come up and show you something, especially if I think you upset or somebody that rubbed you the wrong way.
Hell, I wasn't upset. Hell, I was just trying to get the information out. I said, God damn, what y'all trying to block here? Y'all trying to keep me from telling the truth. when some good shit get ready to come out. You know it. You better keep celebrating. You better keep celebrating, girl. God is good, honey.
Some people can't handle the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they like distorted versions of the truth. Or they, you know, it's kind of like they want to surround themselves with people that agree with their like-mindedness. You know, the second they have somebody that step outside their comfort zone and say, "Nah, that shit ain't cool," they call them on that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to, you know, deal with people like that no more. But you know, who wants to be the smartest person in their circle?
You know? Well, and Gospel Glam, when you get your website together, let me know, because I need some stuff for my lips. I don't care if I'm inside of this house. I need something for my lips, and I'm not going to some stores. The stores and malls closed, everything closed. So
and I told you guys too earlier. Everybody that's chat room, you know, she has. If I'm not mistaken, hopefully she can correct me. Gospel has her own makeup.
Yeah.
And lipstick line. So man, y'all see a queen out here working hard, hustling. It's not going to hurt to purchase or try to support her and get one thing, regardless if it ain't today or whenever you decide to do it. Just make sure that you make some plans to go to her site and to purchase something, you know, to push her towards her greatness and what it is that she's doing, you know, because that's why we're not winning. Which is what I was saying earlier, is that, you know, we have to circulate our black dollars. And I look at it like this. I don't know much, but I know a lot of females spend a lot of money with Mac. So if y'all gonna go over there and give all that motherfucking money to Mac, y'all should be able to go to Gospel Glam site and give us some bread. All right.
Yeah, and Gospel Glam, I'm gonna bring you back on. I hope you got your website together, and so they can order from you. And you know, people not shopping, they're not going to the stores and stuff. So I know that they're gonna need some stuff for their lips and stuff, honey, to keep them from going out. You know, you guys, y'all order from Gospel Glam. I've been watching her videos, and she's showing us the how she making it and stuff, and it looks like it's gonna look real good on my lips. So y'all support her, and I appreciate you coming on here giving us all this knowledge and bringing the peace after the storm.
And y'all say so to my stripper show that I'm gonna be doing. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just playing. I'm not doing no stripper shows. I'm just joking.
Okay, so y'all make sure y'all subscribe to both Eddie and Gospel, and make sure we support our black owned businesses. Okay, support their music and stuff. And once he get his music together, we'll bring him back on so he can promote the music and stuff. We got to bring this black Wall Street back. Let's stop stealing and taking from each other, trying to take each other down, and let's help bring each other back up. And y'all have a blessed one. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you again, Gospel Glam, for the blessing. And someone else blessed me. I don't know who that person was. It popped up. So thank you. I appreciate that so much.
Y'all go to her page, man. Go to her website. Go visit them. Don't just pass through there. Actually go to her site and look around and see what she has going on, because you know she know what she's doing.
Yes, you gotta love it. You have to look beautiful, even if you locked in the house. Shit, you gotta look in the mirror. So you gotta keep them. You gotta keep them. Them lips and stuff looking nice and perked up. When we can come outside, you don't want them all wrinkled and chapped and broke up and stuff. Just keep up. You still gotta keep yourself up, even though you locked up in the house. So y'all have a good one, and y'all use this time, since everybody's on social media right now, because we locked in, to get y'all information out there that y'all need to get out and things like that, and just don't fall into demonic spirits and trouble and stuff that's going on around here. Okay, and happy birthday again to K Baby. She said that Block will be having a party for her at 11 o'clock tonight. I guess it's the weekend. It's Saturday, right? Oh Lord. I guess I have be at the block party too to help you celebrate your birthday, honey. We're gonna party, even though I can't drink. I'll just make me a virgin drink and I'll dance with you, sweetheart. So y'all have a blessed one. I appreciate all of you guys. peace, love, and harmony around here. And look over all the craziness. Y'all have a blessed one.